working properly. We'll see.
All right.
Oh, dude, I don't know if I put it on the video list or on the list of stuff on general, but just like, oh yeah, the last thing there. Is that not the craziest fucking nonsense? There's like no external lights after 11 o'clock. I'm like, are you just inviting like crime? Like,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I guess they would still be leaving the street lights on, right?
no.
From what it sounded like.
If they would only be leaving the streetlights on if there were like motion sensors to like turn them on when you were under them.
Oh, wow.
So like you would only get them. But also like
it would just be surrounded by darkness and then just lighting up and shutting off behind you and turning on in front of you. Just be surrounded as you walk by them. That's fucking weird.
Well, and not only that,
that
but
would almost.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
No, finish your thought. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, I was like, that's like kind of creepy to me. That's all I was gonna say, dude.
Oh so, yeah, creepy as fuck. But not only that, but external lights, having your house well lit, is the single most effective anti-criminal thing you can do.
Right.
Like just having.
Yeah, if you got lights shining everywhere, then people are gonna find it less.
Go somewhere else where they're not gonna be watched.
Yeah. It's like having like the little this house protected by whatever security system. Yeah. You don't even need to have the security system. That little sign is incredibly effective, apparently.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go to a well lit and have that stupid ADT sign or whatever, and people will skip it and go to the dark house without the ADT sign.
Oh yeah.
And rob them. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous, dude. It's a fucking absurd thing to suggest.
It's one of the most insane things I've ever heard, and I think it gets like it's been suggested every year since 2022. So I have the feeling it's never going to get put in place. I'm also pretty sure they can't at a certain point do that. Like at a certain point, it just becomes like an argument of free speech. Like, I have the right to put up like Christmas lights on my fucking house in the Christmas time, like that kind of thing. At a certain point, it just starts to become like a free speech issue. So I think that it's not necessarily enforceable for it wouldn't last very long, even if it got in place. But
right.
Just the insanity level of like wanting to turn off everybody's fucking lights because you have an issue with it over a bunch of statistics that are just were made up.
Yeah, I don't even need to see statistics to assume that it's going to be worse for everybody if you have everything in darkness.
They fucking said lights, external lights, can cause cancer. Are you like when I'm saying made up? I mean like just fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
like just complete nonsense.
Yeah, what did they say? Like it puts a bunch of carbon in the air or some stupid shit like that?
Some other nonsense. Yeah, it was just a bunch of nonsense.
Or ionization or something maybe? I don't know what it was. I forget what it was exactly.
Completely antithetical, unscientific bullshit. But it was just like, it was ridiculous. I was listening to that,
like this is true.
So you're going to take away people's guns and then you're going to make it so they can't even light their house, which is like the best fucking way to keep people from breaking in the first place. Like, what a bunch of fucking psychos. In a place where you don't fucking punish criminals. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
it really seems like they just want...
Stop it. You know,
like, they seem to want criminals to be able to get away with shit.
Well, it's just what they fucking are. They're a bunch of fucking criminal pieces of shit. I guarantee you look in the hard drives of most of those people, and you're going to find out why they support fucking pedophiles so strongly.
Right.
You can't fucking wave a stick in those fucking manufactured riots without running into a bunch of fucking pedophiles. You know, that one guy couldn't shoot 3 people without fucking hitting 2. Trying to defend his own life because they were trying to murder him for fucking doing first aid and putting out fires. You know, what's his name? The fucking kid, you know? He shot 3 people, 2 of them turned out to be pedophiles. It's like, what's the fucking odds, you know?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, back to the jerking off thing. I that had reminded me. I actually had a dream where I had a full. You wake up before you nut when you're like you're having sex in a dream.
Yeah, yeah.
I did not wake up before that, and I almost pissed my bed. It was so diabolical.
Well, you've never had an actual wet dream? You've never
an
actually
actual
came
dream?
in your dream?
It wasn't like cum that wet the bed. It was like pee. I almost pissed.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I actually came in the dream in like the dream person. I don't even remember like who it was.
Right.
But I've always woken up prior to like any sort of orgasm. Like when you have like a dream about sex or whatever, you always wake up before you know.
Oh.
This one I actually woke up. I did not wake up. I nutted the whole way, and as I woke up, I was like a millimeter from pissing my bed. It was like the most diabolical. Right. You've got to pee, and we're gonna make you piss in your own bed dream I've ever had in my life.
Okay. Like, I don't know. I think anytime I've orgasm in a dream, I've came in my shorts.
No,
I think you're like weird.
Maybe that's weird. Okay. I didn't know that you didn't do. I thought that was a thing no one did. My bad.
Oh yeah, no. You've never heard of the concept of wet dreams?
Yeah, I've woken up with like sticky shorts. Yeah, when I was fucking in like high school and shit, but it was never from like sex dreams. I never had like sexual dreams.
Oh, what? You like came in your sleep without having a dream of like
fucked
fucking?
Up dreams, but it wouldn't be from it would be from sex.
All right, yeah, no, anytime, and it's been I was probably I mean, it happened fairly frequently as a teenager, but then not really that often.
Yeah. I know you're talking about teenagers.
Yeah, no, it was always me. Yeah, it was always from a dream of me fucking someone.
No,
when it happened. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Again, maybe I'm the weird one, but I'm gonna guess it's you.
No, you're probably not in that case. I'm gonna go ahead and side with you on you're probably not.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to look it up now, but I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's like, can you close your nose so you just don't smell anything?
Oh yeah. It's, I didn't want to say anything. I let Smudge kind of.
Yeah, apparently there's a thing. Some people can't do that. Some people can. It's like it's not a universal.
I don't believe. I think everybody can.
Okay, well, some people don't know
I find that hard to believe.
If that makes it easier for you to process there.
Yeah, okay, I'll give that, but I don't believe it's physiologically impossible for anybody.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure it is. I'm sure everybody.
I was gonna say because I feel like that's the same thing that keeps water from rushing into your nose when you're swimming underwater, right?
Yeah. Actually, I didn't even think of it. I never connected that. But you're right. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
All right, maybe not. Maybe I'm, but I'm pretty sure that's essentially the same thing.
You're dead right. Yeah. That is exactly this. I just was like in my head thinking like, oh yeah, when I swim, that's exactly what happens. I close my nose to keep the water out.
Yeah, so I don't know if all Canadians just hold their nose when they go into the water. I kind of doubt it.
Well, no, there's apparently a lot of people that can't do that, or at least don't know how or whatever. It's easier for me to say can't. I understand the difference, but
I gotcha. I'm being one of those. I know the exception. The whole average thing that I posted for Ryan Long the other day. I'm being that asshole.
Well, no, like you're right. You know, you're making a good, fair point. That asshole in Ryan's is like not, but no. Apparently, there's a bunch because I was watching a podcast with like 5 people and only one guy could do it. And the other 4 were like, really? I don't know what you're talking about. You're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
I was watching.
Nice.
Oh wait. Yeah.
Welcome, Samaj.
Samaj, yo.
Okay, Samaj. I got to ask you this because I was a little confused by the. I can't close my nose off. Do you have to hold your nose when you go underwater, like when you're swimming? Because it's essentially the same thing.
No, I just blow air out my nose. And it creates a little air bubble. Yeah?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No, it's essentially, we were talking about it before you came on. It's essentially the same muscles
Yeah.
that
Well,
stop you from breathing through your nose as keeping water out of your nose without
no,
having to blow it out.
what you do is you take a deep breath and then you blow out your nose and then air bubble forms and then it just sort of protects it that way. Oddly enough, you can
Oh, so
also
you like
do.
maintain the air bubble too.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, no,
interesting.
you're doing it then. Yeah, no,
yeah,
you're doing the same thing we're talking about then. I don't think you realize it, but I think you're doing the same thing.
no,
You're actually applying like the perfect amount of pressure the whole time to keep a bubble there.
it's called blowing out your
All right,
nose.
whatever.
It's blowing out
If
Uh,
your
you're
nose.
blowing out of your nose
You're
really,
talking.
really slowly and very lightly.
I
Yeah,
guess.
you got.
I
It's a
guess, dude.
difference. Yeah, it's a difference between a muscle and
Yeah.
just plain old air.
Because
Yeah.
I've
Although.
had many swimming classes where they were teaching you to swim underwater. Like I went to like a couple of different summer camps that had like swimming classes, and what else were you going to sign up for when you're a little kid? Every single day, you're like, yeah, no, I'm here for like 3 weeks. I'm going to the pool every day, at least for an hour. Like I
One
don't want to
thing.
fuck it. I'm not a
Yeah.
kid. Obviously, I don't have a pool at home. I want to go swimming every single day, and so they would teach you lessons, and the teachers would always teach you to like blow water out of your nose while you were swimming. Like they would always be like,
Mhm.
you're supposed to blow a little bit of water out of a little bit of air out of your nose, just like lightly the whole time you're swimming. And I
All
never could
right.
do it when I was a
So
kid
yeah.
because I would just start choking. And I eventually just figured out that if I just stopped anything from being able to go through my nose, that it wouldn't like water wouldn't get in and it
Yeah.
would just be fine.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm going to assume everybody is physiologically capable of it, but it not necessarily have the muscles developed for it. It's kind of like for I don't know, the first like 15 years of my life, I apparently just never thought to spread my toes apart, so I couldn't at first. But I slowly like worked up the muscles to where I could. I just had never
Oh,
used them,
interesting.
so they were completely atrophied. I hope am I explaining that right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Like,
understand
you
what
know
you're
what I
saying.
mean? Yeah. Yeah, like for a while, like, and I first, I don't know why how I made it that long without even thinking about it. But yeah, I was like, what the hell? I can't do it. I kept trying. And then slowly and surely, I was able to open them a little more. And finally, I could get my pinky toe actually separated from the toe next to it. So I assume it's probably something like that. Like I've got to think everybody's physiologically capable of doing it, but just hasn't, and so the muscles aren't there or something,
Well, if you
aren't
don't,
strong enough or something.
yeah, if you don't use it, I mean, it'll get weak and it just doesn't happen. Um,
Yeah, that makes
like
sense.
the nose
Okay.
muscle thing, it's like I never had a reason to use it, so I just don't have them. I just
I
never
don't
developed.
remember ever being told to do that.
No, it's just you're. It's not a matter of told. It's a matter of like your
Yeah, no,
surroundings.
I mean swimming during swimming. I don't remember ever being told to do anything with my nose. I just kind of did
Oh,
it.
I guarantee you works. It's part of the curriculum because the blowing the air out of your nose is used in many. It's like a core tenet of swimming. I guarantee you, any swimming instructor would
Gotcha.
probably. It probably
Yeah,
wasn't just
yeah,
along.
probably. I mean, we have had pool where I've lived like 90% of the time too. So
Yeah, you were
I
probably like.
probably did.
Well, it was
Very
probably a
young.
long.
Yeah,
It was probably a long time ago. You just sort of forgot it.
yeah. I was probably like 3 years old or something, or 4 years old, whatever, and just don't remember it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. When we lived in New York, we at least had like an above ground pool. Yeah, when we moved out here. Well, no, I guess when we first moved out here, we didn't. No, we did have a pool. It was the weirdest thing. It was an essentially an above ground pool that they had dug a hole and placed it in the ground. It was the craziest shit ever.
They were like, "Hey, I like below ground pools, but I can afford an above ground pool, and I have a shovel."
Yeah, basically. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I
Make this
forgot. I
shit
don't
work.
know how I forgot. It's yeah, but anyway, yeah. And then that's the house where I'm at now. I always had a pool, so
And
yeah,
my
I've just
grandma
done
had a pool when
almost.
I was growing up. My grandma and like she lived a little south of us. I think she lived in Palo Alto, and she had a pool when I was growing up. So we would go down to grandma's and go swimming once in a while.
Nice.
And then, fucking, I guess it just got to be a real hassle. She had to get it filled in her later years because there were like cracks and stuff in the pool that had developed over time. I guess that's a thing that happens. They're just like the whole pool gets cracked. Well, in California, I assume, more than anywhere else necessarily. We have a lot of seismic activity, so. But your pool will get cracked, and then it becomes really expensive to fix. Like, the bigger the crack, the harder it is to fix.
Right. Yeah, I've seen minor shit in our pool here. Been here for like, almost 30 years now, so. Yeah, minor shit, but yeah, there's just more of just from settling, I guess. It is a lot of concrete and fucking rebar and all that shit.
Well, yeah, and once you get older, like, you're not really physically up for being in the pool all that much, I don't think.
Yeah, I'd probably be doing it more, but for some reason, my grandpuppy seems to be the only golden retriever on the planet that doesn't enjoy water.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like now, he won't even do. I remember taking the video of him going after the mist setting on the fucking the hose, where he bites at it all crazy.
yeah.
Now he doesn't even do that. Like he runs away from like even the mist now.
Weird.
So he really doesn't like water. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, again, like I said, every other golden retriever I've seen absolutely fucking loves it. Yeah. I try to get him to even just walk through puddles like days after it rains, and he still doesn't want to even do that.
I've never seen a dog that didn't like water.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like every
dude.
dog I've ever been around loved getting wet, getting in puddles, getting in water, go swimming on the beach and then get in the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's weird because again, especially golden retrievers, dude, seem to fucking love it. And yeah, he is not a fan.
Yeah, I have a Pomeranian, and she does not like going on to the beaches or all that. My old girl, but yeah, she well, partially because they're so small, and deep down they know, like if they get in that water, they'll never come back. I think they like to have big personalities. They think they can take on big dogs and all that kind of stuff, but like. As soon as they see some water, they're like, "Yeah, no, we will not survive that."
Yeah, they're like, we have nowhere near the fast size. We're gonna drop like a stone in the water.
Now the dachshund loved it, but he wouldn't get too deep. He would barely get into the water. But he didn't, Dachshunds are a whole different psychological thing. They're fucking whacked. They're kind of crazy.
Pretty maniacal.
I think they're literally the only dog that just don't know it's little. Like, there's a lot of dogs that think they can take on bigger dogs, but I think in the heart they know they're little dogs. And I think dachshunds genuinely think they're huge.
Right. They're like, look, we're almost as long as most other dogs.
Partly because they used to hunt badgers. You know what I mean? Like, they had to train the idea of any sort of safety completely out of their fucking brain.
Yeah.
Like,
they had to be supremely confident. They had to be supremely confident, dude, to go into holes and fight things in their home.
Especially a European badger.
Right.
Like...
Yeah, those aren't the most docile.
I'm cool with digging into the hole and going after a rat. Sure, no problem. Or like a mouse or a rabbit or any number of other small creatures.
Right.
Not fucking with wombats and not fucking with badgers.
Yeah. It turns out that reputation's pretty well earned.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And I don't know if they live in holes, but I would imagine honey badgers also would be not the best option to fuck with.
Yeah, no, they're very intense as well, yeah.
Honey badgers don't give a shit. Honey badgers don't give a fuck.
They don't.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they do. I've definitely seen them digging, but I never know if they're digging like a home or if they're
I
just
feel like honey
digging to
badgers
like
just sleep wherever
eat
the fuck they
something.
want. They're just walking along and they're like,
Yeah.
"No, I'm sleeping now." Sleep right there
Yeah.
because they're
Honey
like, nobody's
badgers.
gonna fuck with me.
Right.
Honey
Everybody knows
badger.
better.
I've seen plenty of videos of honey badgers just not giving a fuck. I see them getting attacked by numerous different hyenas trying to tear them apart, and they just sort of they bounce back every time. See them get like wildebeests just sort of kicking them, and they're flying, like many feet in the air, twirling, and they just come right back for more. Like, god damn!
The best part of
It's like they
the
were just
hyenas one is how quickly the honey badger goes from prey to, "Oh no, I'm gonna eat you first, bitch." The hyena's
I was
going
gonna
like,
let you go.
"Wait a minute, when
I
did
was
this
gonna let
get
you
turned
go.
around? How is this? What is going on?"
I love how confused the hyenas
fuck.
are. They're like, I thought we were top dog in this fight. Like, we
Yeah,
got
they
the
all kind
numbers.
of look at each other. They're like, "This ain't real, right?" Like, it's
Have you ever
always
seen
funny.
like if they ever get see them get stung by like super venomous snakes, and they just go into like this weird trance like state for a while
Yeah, they sleep it
until it can
off.
kind of work it, so it works its way through the system much slower, and doesn't kill them. So they just almost hibernate until they can safely kind of come to and move again.
Yeah,
It's the craziest shit, dude.
usually after having eaten the snake. They're
Yeah,
like,
they're not
"Oh,
gonna
you
fucking
venom
crash
my
out until
blood.
the
That's
snake's
cool. I'm
dead,
gonna eat you
dude.
now."
Right? Like, all right, you got me, but I'm gonna won that battle, but the war is going to be mine.
As far as he's concerned, a snake bite meal is honey badger's version of a food coma. Like, yeah,
It's
I'd like
like
to go
it's
to a
like
food
getting
coma.
high and eating some Taco Bell, you know.
Right. Oh, dear.
It's like if you see a hunter and they're killing a honey badger, or at least trying to, you better make sure you get them. Otherwise, you're making an enemy for life. It's like
Yeah.
honey
Yeah,
badger will.
Wolverines, because Wolverines I think are a good size bigger. Like they're not, but they'll drive off shit that's way bigger than even they are. Like bears, dude. Like somehow Wolverines will drive off fucking bears.
Wolverine. Well, that's because like Wolverines are in the same family as badgers and also honey badger. So it's like
Yeah,
the
they're not.
Wolverine. You think about Wolverine as a character from the Marvel stuff. So you know what? That's not that different than an actual fucking honey badger. Wolverine
Yeah,
don't give
very
a shit.
appropriate name, dude.
Yeah, Wolverine don't give a shit. Wolverine don't give a fuck. He's
Yeah,
gonna fuck
Wolverine's
you up.
5'5" and the Juggernaut's 7 foot tall or whatever. Yeah, he's still gonna win. I'd still put the money on the Wolverine, you know.
Like they gave him an indestructible skeleton made of adamantium. He was already, a little shit. Now you made him an invincible little shit. Like, god damn it!
Right.
In the comics, he was literally like atomized his entire body, but because of the casing of his adamantium skull, his brain still was intact. And so long as you have a couple of cells of his, he will regenerate. That son of a bitch regenerated from like going through like a type of like Chernobyl situation of being burned and radioactive. He got up. In one comic, he was fighting the Prey. It was a collaboration with the Predator. Predator put like some sort of acid on his thing, dissolved his entire body, and he kept his skeleton as a prize. Put it on the ship. His body regenerated before he left the planet. He just he skydived. Well, he was just nothing but like muscles on the fucking bone.
Yeah, that healing factor shit's crazy.
And the other thing,
when Magneto pulled the metal off fucking bones after how many fucking decades?
I hear that. I thought that was stupid. Don't do that. He doesn't have that power. Anyway, the other thing about Wolverine. Sorry, I got a little nerd out here. The last thing, the other thing about Wolverine's healing factor that people don't seem to think about is because you would think he'd have severe PTSD from all the shit that he's gone through. He has a healing factor for his brain, for his memories. He can literally forget traumatic events. Just so you put that in mind, his brain will actually heal traumatic events. He doesn't even remember it. This is why he can go through something horrifically bad. Give him about a few days, and he'll walk it right off. He doesn't even remember like that he went through something horrible. And I thought, when I learned that part, like,
isn't
now
that one of the things that he hates? It's all these holes in his memory of things that happened that he just doesn't know about.
Yep, he has lapses in.
Yeah, it's solid plot points. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you would think, the shit he's gone through, that he would just be just an emotional wreck. Nah, he just can't remember it. It's like, oh, well, if you say so, yeah. Oh, I survived the nuclear explosion. If you say so, wow.
Oh, that's like fucking, what's his name from the fucking the Nakatomi Plaza? What is it? Bruce Willis plays him. The fucking he's got, I think there's like 5 fucking or 6 movies of it now. Do you know the one where like the terrorists took over the Die Hard?
Die Hard?
Yeah, like the guy from Die Hard. Like by the 3rd or the 4th movie, at the very least, don't you think he would be like a wreck? Like he's always okay, but it's like, all right, maybe he makes it through the first one and he talks to some therapist and he's all right. But like by the second one, that's starting to get real fucking weird. By the 3rd one, he's got to be a fucking mess.
Yeah, I would think you would be. You'd be terrified to even leave your house at that point, right?
I mean, yeah, the terrorists are going to attack, and I have to fucking fight them off everywhere I go, all the time, for no reason.
Like, always around Christmas.
Yeah, always around Christmas.
All right, basically from December 1st to the New Year, I'm going to hide in a hole.
Yeah, you would think he'd be in an absolute nervous wreck, but he's totally relaxed, cool guy most of the time at the beginning of the movies. Deadpool's just insane, so that makes sense. He's just fucking off his rocker.
Yeah, he was crazy to begin with.
There was one...
Okay.
I was going to say, because we're talking Deadpool, I got this there. There was an arc in the comics. I never followed up on it, but I wish I did. Where there's apparently like a medical company, and what they would do was they keep track of Deadpool, and then they shoot massive amounts of like tranquilizer sedatives and stuff to knock him out. And when he's out, they work very fast. They literally cut him open and remove all of his organs, or as many of them as they can, and then they just sort of run away, and his healing factor will regenerate over time. The reason is because every time they need like an organ donate, like a heart or a lung or something, he's the ultimate organ donor. I thought, oh my god,
just an infinite respawns of all the organs. Yeah.
Well, they say that the reason why they do it on Deadpool and not Wolverine is because Wolverine, his stuff is like DNA, or it's like you need to be compatible, that kind of stuff, just to take his stuff. But with Deadpool, because his is, it's like he's called a mutate, a human that was given mutant powers. Apparently, he's a lot more susceptible to compatibility for his organs. I thought that's kind of fucked up, but can you imagine if they put that in the movies?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anytime a rich person needs an organ, Deadpool's just constantly getting shot up with fucking sedatives and
wakes up in a fucking alley with no organs.
Yeah, no idea.
But not for long.
Yeah, not for long. He'll grow it eventually. Yeah, he's never happy about it. I think there was also like he vaguely knows about it, but they pump him so full of stuff he barely feels anything.
Hit him with the GHB.
Yeah, they hit him with something, so they know exactly what it is that they need to get him to,
Yeah, be out long enough.
Exactly.
Get all the organs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's a messed up part of the comics.
He wakes up while you're in the middle of pulling his liver out. Be like, hey, got my hand in your thoracic cavity here. That'd be awkward.
Oh, did you lose your watch, Dr. Nick?
It's a lot more awkward than waking up with somebody you just had like drunken sex with the night before. That you would never have had sex with other than being drunk.
Something really messed up. Like he'll grab someone and shove them into his rib cage and drown him in his own organs. Come up with some. sorry, that's a little too white. But it's Deadpool. He could do that.
I could see that being a Deadpool thing.
I
could see him getting off on it too. That's the funny part. Like thinking it's the funniest thing in the world while he's doing it.
Well, but for Wolverine's thing, I remember like shortly after I got there was one where his healing factor was taken forever. It was he got attacked by like Donald Pierce and the Reavers, like Lady Deathstrike. I don't know if you guys are familiar with any of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's when they had their base in Australia. They took over the base of, was it the Reavers? But anyways, they had a base in Australia. It was a fucking crazy place. That's where Gateway came in, the guy that whips that thing around his head and creates the portals for him. So transfer them wherever the fuck they want to go. It's the one where they have Wolf thing like crucified, but it's an X instead of a cross. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'll find a picture of it.
I don't know anything about that, so like, yeah, I'm not anywhere near versed in comics enough to.
I think I know the exact issue, and if I'm right, I'm going to be infuriated about how bad my memory is nowadays. All right, let's see. Uncanny X-Men. X-Men, is it 252? Oh, nope, I was off by a little bit. Hold on. I know it was right around 252, so let's see. 253? Okay, yeah, 253. I was off by one. Nice. That's still pretty good. I'm still pretty shocked that I was that close. But, yeah, it's like, nope. God damn it. Hold on, I thought I had it. Hold on, I know it was right after Jubilee, because Jubilee was part of the... Okay, 251, there we go. All right, still again, very close. Let's see if you remember this one. Very purpley. The background is very purpley for some reason. But yeah, basically Donald Pierce and his folks totally fucked him up and had him sitting up on this thing. All right, I'm posting it now.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, that infamous photo.
Could have like 5 copies of that. Is that worth a lot?
No,
a bunch of copies of that.
I hate to tell you this, but Marvel comics ain't worth shit, and it's not because they're not valuable. It's because they printed a shit ton.
Yeah, way too many of them. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because the goal was they wanted to get everywhere, so they was in like every gas station, grocery store, and there was always plenty of copies, so that way you always have one that you can get. They made a lot, but that was also back when they were printing on newsprint, which was a very cheap material to print on. Which, by the way, I wish they would do that again, because the comic industry is so fucked right now.
Yeah, the glossy paper is nice, but yeah, I would be fine if they went back to the, just the cover being that glossy shit, and the rest being the newsprint.
Maybe what they should do is for the monthlies, just do it on the cheaper newsprint, and then when they, within a year or whatever, they'd make a trade paperback, then they could do the glossies.
Right. Come on, kid. Okay.
It's my opinion. And I actually I think it was John Burns that did that cover. I like that they actually put that in Deadpool Wolverine. Look at the montage scene. They actually had that.
There was one where he was talking to him on the cross.
Yeah. I remember that. I thought, oh my god, they actually did it. Then they had that like the dark one where he had Wolverine, and he was missing a hand. And then there was comic book accurate Wolverine was just a short guy. Oh man, that montage, I was loving everything about that.
They should have thrown a Lego Wolverine in there, but they probably wouldn't have been able to get Lego to allow it.
Not for R-rated, no. They do for other things, but yeah, not that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no way, but that would have been pretty fucking funny if they wouldn't had one of those.
There was a Lego scene in, I think it was in the last animated Spider-Man movie. He was in that one.
Holy shit!
What?
Wolverine 8. It's always been one of my favorite covers, but I do not remember it having value. I always loved it. It was one of the first ones. It was right when I was getting into comics. Hold on, let me get a pic of it here. It's the one with the blue background, and it's him with the Hulk, the smart gray Hulk at the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when Hulk was working as like a fucking enforcer in Vegas or whatever. Here, I'll post it.
Okay.
I know I have at least a couple of copies of this one. But yeah, Hulk goes to fucking Madripoor and, kind of fucks shit up like he does.
As he tends to.
Yeah, Wolverine, when he was using his patch disguise with the eye patch, he went by patch. It's funny because, I think it's around issue 15 or 16 or whatever, he finally takes it out and has his Wolverine costume, and everybody's like, all right, it's about time you did away with that patch nonsense. Like, he thought he was fooling everybody the whole time, dude. It's fucking funny.
Oh, man. Ooh, to slightly veer off of comics there. I don't know if anybody knows who Afro Man is, the guy who did Because I Got High, that song.
Yeah.
His lawsuit is finally over, and he is victorious, which is nice.
Yeah.
For anybody that doesn't know, about 3 years ago, the police in his city decided to raid him because he's Afro Man. They had no valid reason. I don't know how they even got the fucking warrant. But they decided to raid his house, found absolutely nothing, and he had security footage of the whole thing and made it into a music video called Lemon Pound Cake, because every cop that looked at this lemon pound cake was like chubby as fucking, looking at it like they really wanted to try a piece. Like they were like, I could just stop right here and take a little slice, right? And so he recovered because he couldn't sue the cops because of immunity. They threw his case out. He made the money bet to repair his gate and his doors and all the other damage they did, and they stole like $400 from him. All the cash they took, they returned everything but like $400, which they lost. So, $400 was stolen by the police. And he made all his stuff back by making a music video called Lemon Pound Cake, making fun of him and with footage from the security. So the cops sued him for defamation, which is fucking maniacal when you're in a video doing exactly what he's saying. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what they thought how they thought they were gonna win that. But they drug the case out forever, and so I guess that was their punishment. And no, they came back on every single thing that they were suing him for. Came back on his side, so he completely won the case. Hopefully, that means there's a way for him to recover the cost of all the legal shit.
Well, yeah, then the cops sued him for using his own surveillance tape in his fucking music video for his song dissing all of them.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah. Yeah, they just clearly thought he was way more wealthy than he was.
Well, and they thought they would get away with it, too, which is using him for, fucking trying to, get more attention or whatever it was that they were hoping. And so it's nice to see that it backfired entirely. Because, like, just because somebody's famous for singing a song about weed, it doesn't give you the legal right to just go dive through their whole fucking house. Like, that's fucking crazy.
God damn, dude. I'm sorry, I was looking up that issue to see exactly how much it was worth. Dude, a copy of that's like only a 5. Condition, a 5 out of 10 condition, $80. Holy shit.
Indeed. I have to head out.
I have at least 2 of those.
Oh. Well, have fun, Mr. Canadian Man.
Yeah. Yes, thanks for stopping by.
But I thought that was nice that the nice news. Did you see the guy before that? That shit was crazy. The guy at the dollar store?
Okay. Damn it. Hold on. God damn it. Sorry, I fell out of my ear. I heard dollar store.
Yeah, did you see the guy who was like weighing the stuff at the dollar store?
Oh, I didn't watch that one. That guy's face creeped me out.
Yeah, he looks like
I was saving that for last.
He looks like a fucking whack job.
He looks he looks AI generated to me.
He looks exactly like the kind of person that would go weighing stuff at the dollar store. Is what I would say.
No,
like you don't even like you'd never question that. You'd be like, yeah, no, of all the people who are going to weigh stuff at the store, this guy's top of the list.
Yeah, things like it.
And what he was weighing, what was crazy was the fucking like the powdered sugar in the picture there. A 2-pound bag of powdered sugar that weighed a little over 1 pound, like 1.1 pounds.
Wow.
Which is
that's
a real big level of fraud. And he went through and weighed like a whole shelf full of them, like the whole stack of the fucking things. And they all weighed like 1.12, so it was clearly intentional.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
that's fucking crazy.
Dude, that's crazy as
Isn't there a Department of Weights and Measures, something like that?
Yeah, that was literally the comment section was people being like, nah, dude, this isn't shrinkflation. Go to report this to your Departments and Measures Commission. This is straight fraud. Like, this company needs to be, like, fined large amounts of money.
Fuck yeah. That's some bullshit. Yeah, it's not like it's close, like it's 1.8 or 1.9. You're, like, barely over half of what you're saying it is. Yeah, that's some bullshit.
So, I was right. Someone's wrong, please.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy shit, dude. Crazy. Let's see here. But I thought that was pretty crazy. So I watched that interview convictions while I was playing games, so I didn't quite get all of it, but I was nice to hear that there were 9 people actually finally convicted for crimes related to their terrorism through Antifa.
Yeah.
Because that's been a real problem is a lot of these terrorists just get away with it.
Yeah.
Because the states are actively allowing them to commit acts of terror without any sort of penalty.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was particularly fucked up because everyone else was clearly there to distract while the guy with the fucking rifle was shooting at people from the fucking woods. That was some evil shit.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Like, I guess they hit one guy, like a local, hit a Brent in the collarbone and, like, shattered it. Like, he survived, I guess, but, yeah, just shattered his collarbone. So, yeah, fuck them, dude. I'm glad they all fucking went down for it.
Damn straight.
That's encouraging. Yeah. Yeah, that, Corey Richins being found guilty was very, very satisfying.
Yeah, I did.
That was a good one.
I wanted, part of me wants to watch the fucking closing argument videos, but that's 3 hours of that shit.
Yeah,
I don't think I could do it.
Especially now with the chick. Did you at least watch the clip?
I watched little clips of it here and there, but, like, yeah, that lady, like, I can't fucking listen to her talk. She's...
Yeah.
So fucking
sounds
creepy.
Exactly like Sally Struthers, right? You know who Sally Struthers is from like All in the Family and
yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
She sounds exactly like her, right?
Very similar, but just like
kind of looks built like her too. Yeah.
It's just oh god, she's just despicable.
Dude,
they were talk so for like a minute or two, and it just becomes grotesque.
Dude, I do not understand. Even being used to that kind of shit, I do not understand how the judge did not blow up on those bitches. because they were
absolutely.
constantly so fucking just obnoxious, and again, just straight up disrespectful to the fucking judge.
All the time,
he fucking just constantly objecting about every little fucking thing, dude. Oh,
yeah,
God.
you would think that at some point you would realize as a defense attorney that making the defense hate you and your client is not the way you really want to, like,
right, yeah.
like,
you don't want to bore the you don't want to annoy the
you.
jury. You know what I mean? Like, the jury had to be annoyed. I haven't heard from any of the jurors about that particular aspect yet, because obviously it just happened. But I gotta imagine they were fucking annoyed with that shit too.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the jury had to hate them so much.
Okay, you said defense, so I figured you were talking about the jury.
I got a little distracted. Yeah. I use the wrong words sometimes without thinking about it. My brain goes too fast.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you meant. I figured you probably meant the jury, but it could have also been the judge or the
judge. Well, you definitely don't want the judge to hate you either. But like, yeah, you just don't want everybody in the courtroom to hate you.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get it. I'm like, dude, you're annoying everyone. That's what was particularly satisfying with the one where the bitch tried to object during the prosecution's closing argument. Did you watch that? That's like only a few seconds long.
The prosecution's closing argument? I thought that was an hour and a half.
No. The clip of them trying to object.
Yeah. I saw the clip of them trying to object. Yeah, every clip of hers was like torture. Even though it was only a couple seconds long, it was just like, oh, you're so fucking slimy. The bullshit.
That one in particular
is so fucking gross.
And again, the judge did not even let her finish the objection, dude. Overruled. Please take a seat.
Yeah. He was not having that. That was definitely, dude, you could tell, like, within the decorum of the court, like, being, like, appropriately, professional and stuff, doing this job and being as unbiased
I read between the lines.
You can expect.
I read his mind. It was definitely sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because again, you can object during closing argument, but it better be something really fucking egregious. And it wasn't. And that's why he just fucking shut her down, because you're fucking up his flow. You know what I mean? For one thing, that's a big part of the closing arguments, I assume.
And you can tell she knew she'd crossed the line.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like she wanted to just say objection, and then she's like, oh, I gotta say something. And as soon as she started to say something after a few seconds, overruled. Please take your seat. Yeah, that was.
The judge was definitely not down with whatever the fuck she had to say at that point.
Yeah.
He would.
Yeah, like I said, any other time he did it, he would.
Yeah,
because again, he's like, bitch, you know you're not supposed to do this for closing argument unless you have a really good fucking reason.
Yeah.
And you don't. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it was pretty egregious.
Yeah, so I kind of got the impression, and it's kind of what folks have been saying, is they're clearly hoping to get off on some kind of technicality on appeal. And that's why they objected to fucking everything, just so they could try to throw all of it at the wall on appeal and try to get it overturned.
That makes a lot of sense. I could see that being their thought. If they're like, there's no way we're gonna get not guilty. We don't want to, we don't want to try. It's just not worth it. But maybe we could get away on a technicality later and be like, oh yeah, well, if they had never done this, we would have won.
Yeah, so object to everything, so we can just, again, on appeal, say, look, this, have like hundreds of item long fucking list of shit. Hopefully, we only need one. We only need to get one. Yeah, and again, I thought the judge did a great job, at least from the parts I saw, which is not all of it, but probably close to half. Like, I watched a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking. I guess they were kind of perfect for her. Like, she's definitely a fucking obnoxious cunt too. So, pretty fitting defense attorneys for her, I suppose.
One can only hope. You know what? It would. I wouldn't object to having both of them executed.
Right.
You know, like,
Right.
if they're like, we'll give you an appeal, but if you lose, you both get executed.
Right.
I would be like, that sounds fair. They should do that. They should give them that option.
Finish them all off.
Give them that
Yeah, that
opportunity.
was crazy. I couldn't believe they just literally just didn't bother calling. The defense, literally after the prosecution rests, the defense just got up and says, yeah, the defense rests. And didn't call a single fucking witness.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty surprising. Although I think they knew that anyone they was pretty easily impeachable by the prosecution.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to watch anything that's worth watching, it's probably the walk the dog letter thing. I'm pretty sure I shared that. Let me see. The walk the dog letter is quite obviously.
The really fucked up part about that whole thing is fucking her using her kid as like trying to use her kid as a fucking what do you call it?
No, yeah, like
I'm gonna go sleep on my kid's floor, like many parents do.
All right, yeah, it's like a shield from fucking
being
an alibi.
An alibi. Yeah. There you go.
That's okay. I couldn't think of the word either for some reason.
Like, how fucked up is that going to be for that kid later in life? You know, like, my mom tried to use me as an alibi for murdering my father because, you know, she's going to keep trying to continue with the kid and tell him, oh, no, they're all lying to you. I didn't do it. And he'll want to believe. I don't know how old her kid is, but it seemed like pretty
they
young.
Have three. There's
three kids.
That's
okay, yeah.
Kids.
Yeah, they seem pretty young still, so... Like, she's going to try to poison their minds and make them think that she didn't do it. I really hope they keep complete... Like, she has absolutely no contact with those kids ever again. Like, that's one of those things where, like, that's... If you murdered the spouse, you're, like, the father of your children or the mother of your children, if you're the one that killed, like, the other one, you should never be allowed to contact your kids again. Like, it's just not one.
Yeah. Yeah, like, if the kids want to, like, when they... them, I guess. But yeah, other than that, I don't think...
Once they're adults, do whatever they want.
Yeah,
but,
exactly. But yeah, that letter that she wrote, it was basically, they found it in her cell. She was obviously trying to, or planning on passing it to her mom. And it's quite obvious that it was like her, like, instructing them how her brother should testify and this kind of shit. Like, yeah, remember to tell them about this conversation that, you know, never happened. But, you know, that totally happened between, you know, my brother and the husband I totally didn't kill. Yeah, it's so stupid. Dude, she really must think everyone else on the planet is exceptionally stupid. Because it's so obvious what she's doing.
It's insane.
Yeah, narcissistic people really do think that they are by far
I told
the
you the story
person.
about my brother, like, fucking stealing money from Walmart, or not Walmart, Kmart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where he would use the cards, and he read you know, what do you call it? The cards where you, like, have to get points or whatever. And he made all those fake gift card point things, and he had them all under the 586755309.
Nice.
Yeah. For a good time called Jenny. Right? But it was just one of those things where it's like he genuinely, like, thought so little of them because he's such a smart guy that he was going to get away with it. It's like...
Yeah. No, I did some squirrely shit from time to time. I'm not going to get into specifics, just in case. But I was very confident that I could get away with what I did. I didn't do anything fucking risky. You know what I mean? Like
you had respect for the people who you were, whatever you were doing, you had respect for the intelligence of the people. Yeah, and that's where that line is. It's like, you have to have respect for that.
Yeah, again, I do think I'm smarter than the vast majority of people, but I don't think everyone's stupid. You know what I mean?
Oh,
There's definitely a good amount of stupid people, but
I've met so many people who are just fucking retards. Like, why would I ever pretend that I'm not smarter than a fair majority of the people out there? Yeah, and I would include like Samaj in that too. Samaj is one of those people that's smarter than the average bear for the most part. But there's some people out there that are just fucking dumb.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, I definitely do not assume everyone is that dumb.
No, never assume that, and never assume that somebody being dumb means they won't figure something out.
Right.
Just because they're dumb
especially
doesn't mean
nowadays,
they can't figure shit out. Like that's not a real good place to way to look
especially
at
nowadays
things.
Where, again, a lot of that, especially if you're working for any kind of corporation, like there's going to be systems and fucking whatever, to kind of catch the data and find the erroneous shit. Yeah. But yeah, no, like I said, the times when I did do anything, it was something that was, again, highly unlikely to get caught at.
Nah.
And I wasn't ripping off like customers. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't never fucking with customers.
Never fuck with customers. That was the one thing my brother did was very smart. Was he did not steal anything from customers in any way. He just would, because it was and I understand why he did it. Like they had that ridiculous thing where you could lose your job if you didn't get enough fucking people on those stupid cards.
Right.
And it's like once you do, you might as well. Why would you not fucking use the points that got built up on all those cards, so that you can keep your job.
Yeah.
I understand why. I just understand why you put it all under 8675309. Like that's not.
Right. Oh, I guess you're like I don't want to write
but
down.
They're not that dumb. Come on, man.
Right. I guess you're like I can't. I don't really. I don't want to have to write any of it down, so I'm going to have to go with this number because it's the only one I'm going to remember. I have to. I'm thinking again, obviously speculating wildly, but that's probably what he was thinking. I'm not going to keep track of all of these, so I'm going to have to. I kind of have to do the same number.
Oh yeah. I think if I was going to do that, and I usually just my general rule is just like it's usually not worth it to steal.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's very rarely is it worth it. Sometimes it's one of those things where like, I accidentally walked out of the grocery store and I still have the fucking batteries in my hand or in the cart. They slipped somewhere and nobody saw them go.
Right.
And whatever. Like, oh yeah, whatever. Like that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, they're just never gonna fucking know, and no one's ever gonna care. It wasn't unintentional, and so those kind of things you just let slide.
Yeah, it's something like that. I'm like, okay, I set up the universe just wanted me to have this.
Yeah, I just figure it's like, the grocery store will miss it. No one's gonna get in trouble because it's gone.
Yeah, and again, going back in could potentially get you in trouble if somebody's having a bad day or something. So, yeah, you're actually better off just keeping it and fucking going about your day.
Because for some reason, even if you like recognize, oh, I did this by accident. Here, take it back. I apologize. Like for some reason, they'll still come after you a lot of times. It's really weird.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Now, come to think of it, that Wolverine poster. Sorry, Wolverine 8, the one with the Grey Hulk and Wolverine.
Yeah.
I think that was the first. That was one of the first comics I ever stole from like Safeway. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I definitely did. I definitely stole a bunch of comics from Safeway. Because they had one that was out, like the rack was out in a spot, like at the front of the store where like hardly anyone ever went. almost like where the cart return shit was, except there wasn't any actual carts there. They were outside. So yeah, like me and my friend would go looking through them. Dude, we'd go in there. Like if anyone was paying attention at all, it was obvious what we were doing because we'd go in with like a one of those not a file folder, but it's like one of the, kind of like a file folder, but like the ones that had like the little little pouches like at the bottom of the pages, the ones that are a little more thicker, and they have where you can actually slide the papers into the pouch at the bottom. It's got a the little 2 or 3 inch long pouch along the bottom of it that you fold up or whatever. Anyways, we would go in with those and then just fill them with a bunch of comics and then just walk out. Like nobody ever bothered asking why we were walking in fucking like a school fucking file folder thing all the time. That seemed to be bulging by the time we left. Yeah.
No one noticed. You gotta wonder sometimes, they never did. Like, or they just didn't care. They're like,
yeah.
Because like I'm kind of the opinion of like they don't really pay me enough to give a shit most of the time, and one of the jobs I've had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, I think I was too young to realize it at the time, but yeah, that's absolutely, almost certainly what was going on.
Because I know when I was working at the gas station, it was like, don't come up and fucking tell me you're gonna steal shit. Like I'm obviously gonna fucking call the police or whatever, right? Yeah. But I'm not following people around the fucking store. One of the craziest things I ever did, and one of the things that I would never do now, I would literally just look that man in the face and tell him to go fuck himself. I'd be like, you go piss up a rope, motherfucker. But we chased some fucking kids that stole a bunch of food at the Safeway I worked at down the fucking into the parking lot next door. It was like the fuck's wrong with you? Like whatever, dude. Like they stole some food, call the cops, send them over, let them deal with it. I'm a minimum wage fucking worker. I'm not gonna go fight for your fucking groceries.
Yeah.
Like, are you out your fucking mind?
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I would never do that now, but like when I was like 21 or whatever, I didn't fucking know any better.
Yeah, I hear you.
But goddamn. And you could tell these kids were like not real sure, and the guy I was with, I think his name was Adam or something, he was like this Hawaiian guy, but like real fit. So he was very aggressive and like I'm a you're gonna fucking hand me that shit right now. We're gonna have problems, like. And they gave it to him and shit, but they're like 4 or 5 like real big black guys, and I'm like I might be able to take one of these guys out, maybe 2, but I'm not going after fucking 4
if they
people.
Want to. Yeah, they're probably going to fuck us up.
And I'll tell you what's going to happen if you start a fight with them. I'm going to stand back and watch.
Right. Maybe pull them off of you at some point.
That's not my problem. You went and started that fight, you dumb motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
I'm not
Maybe
your buddy, I'm not your pal,
guy.
I'm your employee, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Even at 21, I was smart enough to know that. I'm like, I don't want to fight these guys over fucking a couple of steaks and some fucking shrimp.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to fight these random people I've never met before. No, that's not happening. And so I was just standing there like, kind of, well, we'll see what happens, but probably
would not recommend. God damn.
It was pretty good luck that nothing happened. That was like one of 2 incidences where it felt like there might be violence when I was working at a grocery store, which is insane because I worked at a gas station and there was never one. Like people would come in and yell and scream until they turned people in the face, but you were never like, man, that guy's gonna punch me. Nah, it was never like a concern.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, especially you were mostly graveyard too there.
Yeah, I worked half the shifts I worked. They were graveyard shifts, half were day.
Yeah.
Which is the reason I ended up quitting, because it was miserable working both like day and night. But I'm glad I did, because shortly after I left, maybe like a week later, they had started a new system where you were always on security cameras.
Oh wow!
Where, like, literally there was always somebody watching you on security cameras, wondering, like, asking you what you were doing and, like, checking in and shit like that.
Oh, wow. Okay,
so,
I
like,
thought you just meant, yeah.
Even if there's nothing to fucking do, and there's plenty of times when there's nothing to fucking do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's plenty of fucking times when there's really just not a goddamn piece of work to do. Everything's fronted and faced on the shelves. The floors are all freshly mopped. The bathrooms are clean. The fucking car wash is working properly. And so all you're doing is just chilling out there, keeping up with coffee and selling shit, you know?
Right.
Waiting for the next opportunity when people are doing their thing. And sometimes that means you just kind of fucking just chill and do nothing for, 20 minutes between customers. And, boy, howdy, they weren't having that anymore. Thank God I got out of there when I did, because fuck that noise.
Yeah, it's one thing if like the store is a fucking mess and you're fucking sitting around doing nothing. But yeah, if everything's fucking fine. Yeah, let your employees fucking slack off for a bit.
God damn, Costco was the worst for that. Costco was fucking hell.
Wow.
We would not, because like your business is really based entirely off of people's like needs. So there's gonna be times like where there's just nobody coming in to buy tires for a while. Right. It's a very specific thing, and so it's like if it's like the day before Thanksgiving or something, and like no one's coming in to get tires on that day. Maybe there's like a couple people that have like a flat or a slow leak or something. But like, or Valentine's Day, for instance, like there's days where like there's just nobody comes in for tires.
Right.
I think on Valentine's Day when I was doing tires at Sears Auto Center, we had 2 customers the whole day for 8 hours.
Right.
They asked us to leave, and we said, "Can we stay?" And they're, "Well, we can't make you leave." And we're like, "Then we're gonna stay.
Technically, you can work your shift.
Get paid."
Right.
Like, I don't give a shit if you guys are making money or not. I got rent to pay, motherfucker. I'm not playing this bullshit where you're like, oh, suddenly there's less work to do, so we can just send you home and we don't pay you for the day. Fuck off, man.
Yeah. But, it's like, are you, when there's a rush and it's super busy for a long time, or you force us to slow down? You know what I mean? Like, fuck you. It evens out pretty well, generally.
Yeah. And none of us felt bad about that. Even at 18, I was smart enough to know that.
Yeah.
And my coworkers were like, "Yeah, dude, don't fucking go home." So we would just like chill out, and like there were mechanics in the break room, in the waiting room where the clients would normally like wait for their tires, just like chilling out, watching TV in there, like hanging out. And at Costco, you had to be doing something no matter what for 8 hours.
Wow.
So like you would have to like, I'm gonna reorganize all of the weights on the balancing machine for the tires, or
just so you look busy,
mop the floors, and then we would turn around and mop them a second time. I mean, it was just absolutely insane.
Fucking ridiculous, man.
Like the point which you're mopping them a second time, that's fucking bonkers.
Yeah, like, dude, let them have a little bit. If it's not busy, it's one thing if people are standing around.
We kept that shop. We kept it really nice, man. We were not like lazy by any stretch. Like, we were keeping everything nice and clean most of the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's one thing if your employees are being like slobs and shit and laying around.
Yeah.
But if the fucking place looks good, everything's where it should be. It's nice and clean.
All the tire balancers were perfect. Everything was stocked up. All the tire stems and tire weights and all the tires were where they needed to be. All the bad tires were properly stacked and everything. And the floors were all clean. There was really, literally nothing to do. Like, it was just, everything was done until we had a customer. And they would just make you walk around and, like, pretend to work for fucking 8 hours a day, dude. That was the worst. Because, work just fucking drags, as it is when there's not much to do.
Yeah. God damn it. Dude, it's like 103 degrees here today.
Oh, jeez. It's like in the 90s here, but which is not bad for you, I'm sure, but for us, it's pretty unusual. We've been having a lot of real hot weather lately for no reason.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's pretty humid where you're at, so that bit's fucking worse, dude. I'm glad 103 here, I guarantee you, is more
it's way
bearable
worse than
90 degrees there.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, yeah, what's the humidity? Because here it's 5%.
In my room right now, it's 50%, which is because the AC keeps it about there.
I'm going to look it up, dude. 86 degrees, 41% humidity.
Ooh.
Yeah, not too bad, though. But yeah, definitely higher than 5. That's not too bad. It's not like Florida where it's like 90 degrees and fucking 99% humidity. I've experienced that.
I would never,
Dude,
ever move to Florida.
Yeah, that's fucking, ugh. Yeah, like, so the first rehab I went to was in Jacksonville. And god damn, that was fucking brutal. Because, yeah, they'd be like, what? You're from Arizona. How can you be hot? I'm like, no, the humidity makes a huge difference. The humidity is fucking horrible. I'm like, yeah, no, 105 is actually not that bad if it's a dry heat. 90 degrees with 99 humidity. It's like you feel like you're drowning. And you're walking through the fucking air. You feel like you're drowning, almost.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like I think I had a panic attack when it got to 100 capacity here. Like that was one of the times I got a panic attack was because it was 100 humidity in the house, and so it was just you felt like you were drowning the whole time. There was no escape.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Yeah, there are some people here, because it's, again, so dry, that they'll use the swamp coolers, or evaporative coolers, basically. But if it's humid outside, those things don't work worth a damn. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no, I totally know.
Yeah, they work great, like most of the time. God damn, if it's the days when there is any humidity, they are fucking beyond worthless. But yeah, I can't imagine they'd work like that. I think they kind of only work here, or like in desert regions, because of that. Otherwise, you gotta have AC. Yeah, well, Florida for sure. I cannot imagine the swamp cooler being effective at all, as humid as it is over there anyway. Because that's what that's what it's based on, is the fact that the air is dry and you can kick out, cool water air. I've never looked up how it works, but I mean, it's called evaporative cooling, so I'm assuming that's what happens. And I know it doesn't work when it's humid, so I think my reasoning is pretty solid. I'm gonna look it up anyway.
Huh.
How? Evaporative cooler. How? That should be good. Let's see what AI says. Natural energy efficient process that cools air by evaporating water, which absorbs heat from the surrounding environment. Warm, dry air passes through water-soaked pads, causing the water to evaporate, lowering the air's temperature and increasing its humidity before being circulated. Okay, so pretty much right. As liquid water converts to vapor, it requires energy, which it draws from the air as heat, reducing the temperature. Okay, so I got most of what it goes works. Again, uses a fan to draw in the outside air. Yeah, that's why, again, if it's humid outside, you're just drawing in wet air and making the air wetter if it's humid out. Okay, most effective in hot, dry climates, of course. Yeah, way more energy efficient than AC. But again, worthless if it's humid out.
Damn. Yep, not a fan of humidity. Oh, okay. Did you see the story about the guy who got elected sheriff? Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that
shot
one.
the-
That was fucking like, I was like,
pedo
yeah,
guy?
I'd vote for him too.
Mhm.
You're gonna fucking
Yeah, he's the one that shot the guy for
fucking with his kid.
kid. Yeah.
14-year-old daughter this guy's having sex with and shit. And he was, I guess the guy was like an ex-cop or something, and he'd like was facing like lots of charges or whatever, and they like had charges before, and there was also like, I guess, pending charges still with his daughter. And like, she's 14 and she's still getting in the car with the guy. Like, you realize like the benefit he gets if you die, right, kid? Like, you know, he's not there to fucking necessarily, you know, it's lucky that it wasn't an immediate execution when she got in the car.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that would not have been a very big shock to anybody if he just immediately killed her when she got stepped foot in the car. I think we all would have seen that coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's the eliminating witness there. Yeah, she would have gotten disappeared and maybe found, but
like years
probably
later
not
or something.
For a long time. Yeah, yeah.
That's why I say like there's probably people who are into kids that just don't ever act on it. Because I think the same. It's like the same people that go and murder people. It's like there's just evil people. You know what I mean? Like,
right? Yeah. Some
like
people are
they don't
just
give a shit
born
that
wrong.
the kid is being like harmed irreparably because they, you know, as long as it gratifies their sexual desire. You know, like it's not about.
Yeah, they're either
it's certainly not about love. That's for sure.
Yeah, or they convince themselves that it is about love when it's obviously not. Yeah, like they delude themselves, or they're psychopaths that don't care. Like, usually one.
So I think the majority of them are like that, and so I think it's like not really that big of a stretch to say that, like, you know, it's very likely that guy was going to kill that girl. But kills me that they then try to fucking press charges on that guy. Like, and I you know what, the guy he beat, and I have to say, he's not wrong. He's like, look, I don't decide who gets charged. It's not my. I don't have anything to do with that. It's like I would not have charged the guy. I would have done the same damn thing too. Like, I was like, you know what? Fair enough, dude. I still think it's good that, you know, this guy is going to be the sheriff, and I think that'll help, and hopefully it'll like bring attention to the problem, and maybe they'll get that fucking despicable excuse for a fucking DA removed and somebody else voted in.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a pretty disgusting. Yeah, I get why the laws exist, but I feel like as far as crimes of passion go, that's one that I can definitely see just letting go.
Yeah, and it's not even like an issue where there's a legal mistake. He's literally it's a justifiable homicide.
Yeah,
like he has every reason to believe that man was going to kill his daughter. That's absolutely ridiculous to think anything else. Honestly.
It's by far the most likely.
And do what he did, like, and then the guy started trying to fight with him.
Yeah, fuck him, dude.
100% legally in the right. Like, it's weird that guy pressed charges. Like, every attorney that looks at that case is like, why are you pressing charges here at all? This is like totally legal. Like, he had every right to do what he did. Like, that's one of the most basic rights on the world, on the planet, is to like defend your family. You know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
As a parent defending a child, like, that's as basic as that gets. Insane that there would ever be a question about it.
Did the guy die, or just get a shitload of bullets in him?
Oh, he
died, right?
Oh, he killed the guy.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. I knew there was another one.
They're trying him for like second-degree murder. Like, they were initially trying to go for first-degree murder. Like, they wanted to. The DA's thing is that he planned it. That he planned this guy getting out of prison and abducting his own child intentionally.
Yeah,
that's what the DA
he was going to put his daughter.
Like, I don't know how he thinks he's going to prove that, because if that, like, that's the one thing it's all gonna hinge off of, is like, oh yeah, well, you know, he planned having this guy kidnap his 14-year-old daughter again.
Yeah, he planned on having him in a position where his daughter could easily get killed.
Some really good evidence there.
Yeah. 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 In what world does that fucking make sense? Yeah. Like, oh, yeah, no, he planned to have his daughter, and where there was a good chance she was going to be killed. Yeah, he planned this whole thing. Like,
Yeah, I'd
fuck
love to
you,
see how that
fucking
one plays out
asshole.
in court. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, it's fucking absurd.
insane.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you just have to stop and just like let it settle in for a minute before you can, kind of like, 'cause it's like it's so fucking crazy that, like, when you hear it, you just have to stop for a second and be like, "All right, what?"
Yeah. Why? Why would you do that?
Like, why
Unless
would
there's
you
some
think
huge
this was
public
gonna?
outcry. Like, it'd be one thing if there was a huge public outcry for the guy to then even then no, but like I kind of would get that, but I can't imagine the in the situation. I can't imagine the public was really upset that the guy wouldn't get charged for killing the pedo that was probably going to kill his daughter. Yeah.
And this is the second time the guy kidnapped his kid.
Yeah, and didn't he have a previous situation that he managed to get away with? Like before
yeah, he
that?
managed to abduct the girl for like a month or something. I forget what it was, but for enough time that part of his crime, a lot of his crime was also child pornography stuff that had been made. Like,
but I think there was another incident. Same girl busted for another time, right? Maybe I'm thinking of another two. Never mind.
Might be. I don't know. I mean, I don't know all of the details of the case too. So there's just always a possibility that there's something.
Okay. Yeah, I watched a few, so it's.
Or I'm mistaking for other cases too.
There's a good chance that I'm mixing up. Yeah, I've watched a few of those the last week or so. So I know there was one. Oh no, yeah, I'm thinking of the one. No, the girl was like 5 years old. It's a different one. Yeah, I just thought about it. When there's some kind of birthday party situation going on, and everybody was going to everybody else's houses, and this fucking guy managed to get this like 5-year-old girl alone in his fucking room.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, it's fucking gross, dude. That was one where, he had something alleged that I guess they just didn't have enough evidence to prove. And some other separate incident.
Like a 14-year-old has at least gone through some form of puberty, but like it's still gross, but like 5 years old.
It kind of looks like a woman.
It's like a toddler.
Yeah,
Jesus. Fuck.
Yeah, and I was talking to
That's the
my
guy you
son.
Put in a fucking hole with a fucking spear through his belly and like bury him while he's still screaming.
Yeah, make them suffer. They don't deserve a quick death.
5 years old.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right, I'm glad I heard that story now. God.
Yeah, it's kind of like the dude with the 14-year-old. I'm like, I think I would shoot that guy in the junk with all my bullets, and then just be like, you might survive, but you're definitely not fucking any kids again.
No. Definitely, man. Yeah. Well, here's my opinion. I think that the vast majority of offending pedophiles should be executed. Like, I don't.
Yeah. It should be a one strike, you're out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because again, we've had this discussion.
Neither one is okay. Like, they're both bad. It's like one is worse than the other, but it's like.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just talking to my son about this last night, dude, and I obviously had to preface my position pretty thoroughly beforehand. Before I say, like, look, I've got sympathy and empathy for anybody that has born with that. Oh, it's because we're talking about people hating people for being gay. And I'm like, it's essentially the same thing. Like, it's fucked up that they were born afflicted with this. So I have all the sympathy in the world for people that
with homosexuality,
have that,
I don't give a shit. I'm like, you're not hurting anybody. You know what I mean? They're not going after kids.
Yeah, no, that's what. Again, that was what we started talking about. When I brought up the pedo. Yeah, that's when I brought up I was bringing up the pedo thing. I'm like, again, I don't think anybody chooses to be attracted to. Well, some probably do, but again, I don't think they usually choose to be attracted to kids. Yeah,
there's some sick people out there that probably do it more for the power than anything else.
For the thrill and the taboo nature or whatever. But yeah, anybody who's just, again, through no fault of their own, is born attracted to kids, again, I have all the sympathy in the world for that. But
Until you
that
act on it.
all disappears. Yeah, it all disappears the second you fucking offend on it and you act on it. Then it's fuck you. You can die.
Yep.
So again, I had to preface that because again, it's never. Yeah, you got up to anybody who hasn't really put that much thought into it. You kind of have to prep them. Like, look, you're gonna have to hear me out. This is gonna sound a little weird at the beginning, but fucking hear me out.
Yeah. Sorry, a little hiccup there.
Problem.
Give me a. There we are. We're good.
Yeah,
it's
shit,
definitely like a weird one,
but
it's one of those things that's, you gotta, like...
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of unfair to...
I have had to work with people where I work that I would rather not deal with, so, like...
Right.
Like, I've had to think about it, and it's like, I have to find a way to, like... work with that person to a point, yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking rough. Yeah. Oh, did you watch either the videos, like the money plane one or the girl cop one?
I did not see the money plane one. I thought that was an actual movie though, right? Like, I've caught scenes from that all over YouTube.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, people have definitely made a lot of fun of that movie.
Yeah, it's one of those movies where it's like it's pretty terrible.
Right. But yeah, no, his comedic like spoof trailer, I think is really fucking funny. Just pointing out how stupid it was. That one line, he's like, "I don't want to give the plot away, but there's some money up on that plane." It's so stupid, dude. Yeah, the rest of it's just kind of going through like who's in the movie, kind of what's going on. Get on the money plane. Straight to release. Yeah, I never had a theatrical.
What was the Flight of the Living Dead?
Was it Flight of the Living Dead?
Flight of the Living Dead was a movie that was really
I like the
good.
title. Oh wow. Okay.
And had the misfortune to be released at the same time as Snakes on a Plane because it was originally going to be called Zombies on a Plane. And it was set to release earlier, and there were some delays, and the Snakes on a Plane came and basically fucked them. Stole their like naming idea and everything, but it was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, fuck that. Man. Flight of the Living Dead is way better anyway. It's kind of dim the favor.
And so Flight of the Living Dead is fucking Zombies on a Plane. It's a great movie. I would 100% recommend it.
Is it campy or is it like played serious?
Oh, it's absolutely campy. It is not at all serious.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. They're not trying to pretend they're something that they aren't.
Okay, I have to try to check that one out. Good shit. Dude, it was kind of cool seeing Diorio at least cover the Ethan Ralph shit a little bit. I don't think he's totally informed, and it's kind of a lot, dude. Like the lore behind that gets fucking obnoxious. There's a lot you kind of have to know to kind of know everything that's going on. It is kind of a lot. So I understand why you just kind of lightly touched on it, but yeah, it was very funny. Yeah, because he obviously had an arrangement with Scarlett. Remember that chick I showed you? It was like a month or two. The one that had like a cute face that was doing porn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, she's got a very pretty face. And I've only watched one of her porn scenes. But yeah, so when it comes to her body, she's got a very pretty face. Because again, below average ass, tits that are way too small for her body. Like she's not really that hot. The body is not. But anyways, Ethan Ralph was absolutely determined to film a porn with her that he thinks is going to make like an insane amount of money. And he doesn't understand that like normal people don't generally want to fuck porn stars.
Yeah, I've never thought of that. That's always been one of those things like would not appeal to me at all.
Yeah, especially hers. Like the one scene wasn't with a black guy, but apparently she's done like 100+ scenes with like black guys. Not that there's anything wrong with that particularly, but a lot of people that are like, that's kind of gross. Like you're kind of doing a fetish thing at that point, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, again, there's just all kinds of people that have, again, with just a pretty face and a way below average body, people aren't that interested. And Ralph does not get that at all. And yeah, so it's basically, I don't know how much I've told even you about this shit, but basically, it goes back to Mersh from Nightwave and Revenge of the Fist. Yeah, there's this chick named Ice Dancer that was kind of hanging around the periphery of that and was trying to hook up with Mersh, and Mersh wasn't really all that interested. So he was kind of like, he was talking to her, but even though they both lived in Florida, he just was like, I'm not really that interested. All right, so basically what ended up happening was...
well, that's one of those things that like chicks that get mad about doing porn like later on in life. That's one of the reasons why they get mad about it. That's one of the things they hear him cite all the time is not being able to date. Nobody wants to date.
Like, you're eliminating a giant part of the male population. Like you just are. Okay, but anyway, so this Ice Dancer chick, Ralph ends up kind of like, because he's a fucking scumbag. He fucking kind of swooped on her and took advantage of whatever, and they ended up like hooking up. And for some reason, like Merchant and Ethan Ralph had for years and been totally cool the whole fucking time. But I don't know how familiar you are with Ethan Ralph.
He's absolutely out of his fucking mind. The guy's a fucking scumbag.
It takes almost nothing. It takes almost nothing to set him off. And it doesn't even have to be true or real. But somehow in his mind, he thought Mersh was pissed at him for hooking up with this chick that Mersh had been not bothering to hook up with that he could have, right? And somehow ruined the relationship over that. It's fucking nuts. And then basically what happened is, apparently, like as they're hanging out after Ralph spurred out on Mersh for whatever reason, is she like got sick of him pretty fucking quickly, and ditched him. And of course, Ethan Ralph being Ethan Ralph, he went full fucking scorched earth and wanted to put out. I think he did put out like because she did fuck him and recorded it, and he recorded it, and he put that out because he loves doing revenge porn, fucking every ex. And so that happened, and again, God, he was constantly harassing her.
I'm so glad I've never seen any of that. Revenge porn? Like, oh man.
Yeah. No, I saw the fight, foul. And I saw enough of the gun in the fight with whatever guy he fought years ago. I'm like, how do you have like an inverted V shape in your fucking belly? I don't understand. Okay, but anyways, and so he's like fucking she just was basically like, look, I just want to be left alone. I don't hate you. I just don't want anything to do with you. And of course, for Ethan Ralph, he's so insecure that he has to fucking rage out on that and just go after her constantly. Again, put out the fucking revenge porn and all that shit. And it was basically like Mersh felt a little responsible because, again, she was hanging around his community or whatever. And when Ralph swooped in on her like that, so they all started talking, like Mersh and a couple other people around the Nightwave crew or whatever, and actually ended up liking each other and dating. Like they're dating even now.
Wow.
Still. Mersh and Ice Dancer are actually dating now. Yeah, so that's what's so fucking crazy is Ice Dancer and Scarlett became friends when Scarlett was dating this dude named Matt Mead, who was supposed to be a comedian, but I think he's just a rich kid that's hanging around at the comedians. This is the impression I get. But anyways, it looks like Matt Mead was being incredibly abusive to Scarlett.
Oh yeah, well, big
And
show.
Mersh had done a thing when he first became aware of Scarlett. He started doing a little segment every once in a while called Scarlett Watch, because it is kind of funny every once in a while to listen to her ramble on like a fucking dumb cunt that she is. Right? It was pretty entertaining. But apparently, somebody in the chat on one of the live streams, Scarlett and that guy Matt, had said something about Scarlett hooking up with Mersh, and Matt Mead just fucking blew up on fucking Mersh over it. And basically, at that point, Mersh in his head felt a little responsible for it, even though he didn't directly instigate any of it. So he wanted to kind of help out with getting her out of the situation of Scarlett being abused by the guy. But even then, it was pretty much exclusively Ice Dancer behind the scenes that was talking to Scarlett and helping her, get the fuck out of there and get back home or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I think Merch talked to her like twice ever. Even though Scarlett is one of the people that will type fucking just paragraphs of fucking text at you for no fucking reason or whatever. So yeah, again, in Ralph's mind, he really thought that Merch totally wanted to fuck her, and so he had to fuck her to prove that he was better than Merch, kind of thing, because he's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot rage pig. And so yeah, that's when they actually started fucking hooking up and again signed some paperwork to do the fucking porn. But then, dude, he got like arrested. He was supposed to fly back to Mexico. Oh yeah, he lives in Mexico. I don't know if you knew. I didn't find out until very recently.
Yeah, I know that now because he moved there to avoid criminal charges. That much I remember. Yeah. I think we talked about that.
So before. Basically, yeah, he's supposed to be flying back, and there's a guy named Dr. Till who's kind of a I don't want to call him an orbiter, but he's a fan of the Nightwave and Revenge with this guy that also does a show with not a huge amount of following, but he had been talking shit about Ralph since all that started too. And Ralph, being a drunk, pilled out fucking rage pig that he is, was absolutely convinced that Doc Till was at the airport and fucking with him, like stalking him. And he found some guy that was not Doc Till. Like, Doc Till looks like a lost Culkin brother. Like, I'll try to find a picture of him, but he looks like one of the lost Culkin kids. And whoever Ralph got into it with and shoving match with, because they've actually got him for because him and Scarlett were fighting almost immediately. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen. It's like, you two just met in person for the first time. You've known each other for like a week and a half just online, and you're already fucking going at each other like this. Like, you guys are fucking sick. You guys are fucking toxic as hell. Toxic as all fucking hell.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, yeah, they're like fucking breaking up and immediately getting back together. Yeah, so it's basically he had gotten again. Milwaukee cops even gave him a ride to the airport, and we're like, there you go, catch your flight. And he could not make it just even a little amount of time till his flight fucking left, without fighting this guy that he thought was Doc Till. And so he got arrested and missed his flight. And he's missed his flight a few times. Like that. It was like the second time. I think he missed one more before he finally got back. And for some reason, they blame Mersh for that. And Mersh had nothing to fucking do with it. It's fucking wild. And then basically, I forgot. This is what was fucked up about the whole thing was Ice Dancer, again, was helping Scarlett behind the scenes get out of the situation with the Matt Mead guy. Because, again, at that point, it really did look like Scarlett was kind of the innocent victim and Matt Mead was just a scumbag abuser. Looking back on it now, it seems more like Scarlett is a fucking narcissistic cunt, and any of the abuse from him was more reflexive than anything.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he definitely did some fucked up shit.
Fair.
But it seemed like more reflexive abuse than actual regular abuse, Okay. But anyways, and Ice Dancer had told Scarlett all the fucked up shit that Ethan Ralph had done to her with the revenge porn, constantly emailing her, calling her, having other, his minions or whatever, fucking constantly attacking her. And Scarlett still chose to go on Ethan Ralph's show. Even after Ice Dancer had been helping her and talking to her for months behind the scenes.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, that's a fucking horribly shitty person to do that to someone that you claim is one of your best friends.
Is like, why would I go waste my time?
Yeah.
On especially that, like,
yeah.
There's no like benefit for any for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
You're talking with somebody that's just such a piece of shit that like. There's no benefit. Like you don't get anything out of it. There's no.
Yeah, and even the show. And even the show, there's like he's actually been busted for absolutely botting his show.
Oh yeah.
He has hardly any. He'll have like 4,000 viewers, and like 3,800, 3,900 of them at least are bots. So there's no benefit for her even from that.
Oh wow.
I wish I can pull it because there was one time that constantly drunk and fucked up, drunk and pilled out. So he accidentally got his what do you call it? His search history popped up, and one of them said peptide English, which people have made a lot of fun of. Like there's already people coming out with peptide English as a name. So I guess you need peptides for being a fat guy with high. I forget what peptides do, but the English part is because he's in Mexico, so he needs to read it in English. Okay, that makes sense, right? But people are making a lot of fun of that. So again, that was one of them, and then VIP likes. So those were the two of the main searches that everybody saw. And VIP likes is absolutely the botting service that's going to bot your videos. So it's again.
Oh man, I wonder how much of the blood sports stuff was bots. Because like even when they had like those massive audiences, you'd still only see like 3 people in the chat. It's like.
Right.
Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Talk to each other, like the same people in the chats all the time.
Yeah, that is a good point. Maybe.
I wonder if there was like, there's an audience of like 150 people total. Like maybe total, but like they're claiming all these thousands of people are watching. Is that true?
Yeah, that could very well be.
Bots, like for all of these guys.
Right. Yeah, back then I don't think anyone. So nobody even thought to charge them with that. But yeah. Nowadays that is absolutely what's happening. I'm trying to cite the fucking because somebody made that into a song that sings about the peptide English and the VIP lights thing. It's just kind of funny. So I'm trying to find it, but I'm not coming across it yet. Whatever, I'll find it at some point. All right. So basically, all that happened, and then they blamed Mersh for him missing his flights. Again, he had nothing to fucking do with it. It's just Ralph being a fucking rage pig and not being able to make his flight, you know what I mean? To hang out at the airport for a couple hours till his flight got there.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's such a mess, dude. It's pretty entertaining. Well, kind of. But yeah, he's still spurging out. And somehow he thinks fucking Scarlett is like this huge win for him. And he does not seem to understand that, like, there's very few people that want to fuck this bitch. She's fucking gross. And she's fucking annoying. Like, I don't know if have I shown you any clips of her, like, on shows?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. That's what you have for sure. I'd be shocked if you hadn't.
Okay, but well, anyways, like, she fucking just, again, talks constantly and just blabbers and fucking just, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And will not shut the fuck up. And will just talk and talk and talk, regardless of anybody else trying to stop her or say something.
Like your typical hot chick. Your typical hot chick.
Yeah,
I hung out with a lot of people when I went dancing.
Yeah.
And the really hot chicks were just fucking the worst.
Yeah. So that.
Just
you're familiar.
Egos, and like they really thought they were something fucking special.
Right. Really annoying. So you got it. Yeah, so that's basically what she's like almost all the. And So yeah, at this point, everybody's like, even before they got together, we've all immersed and all of us watching are like, no, like we want you two to get together. It's going to be spectacular to witness, and it already has been. But he's trying to act like he won, and like, no, we wanted this to happen. We know this is going to be fucking glorious to witness.
Yeah.
It's going to be fucking terrible. It already was, and dude, it was immediate. Like I thought it would take a week or two before they started going at each other and constantly doing the makeup breakup thing, but it was almost immediate. So yeah, it's been fucking awesome to watch. Pretty fucking entertaining. Yeah, I think I covered most of it. Yeah, so see what I mean? That's a lot of backstory. But almost all, it is kind of a sense, to make any sense out of it, you kind of need to know all that bullshit. So I can understand why Diorio might not want to dig into it. If he gets any sense of how much shit he would have to fucking talk about to explain what the fuck is going on.
I don't really want to get
He's just like, yeah, he's just like, I'm going to say he got arrested and kind of that. I'm going to leave it very vague. Because that's a rabbit hole that is way too deep. Like, that would need pretty much its own fucking show. At least a segment. And probably his, like, hours of a show to explain all that to everybody. But yeah, sorry.
Oh, no,
I find the shit interesting.
Some of that stuff is like, that's some crazy shit with Ethan Ralph. We've covered a lot of that before.
Yeah, it is crazy how he is so quick to fucking, he's so insecure that he's so quick to fucking just burn a bridge over nothing. You know, it's, again, half the time, the person that he fucking blew up the bridge with didn't do anything. Or certainly didn't, you know, like, again, anyone else is like, can kind of see, like, oh yeah, I did something incredibly stupid. Everybody should be making fun of me for this. You know what I mean? And Ralph does not have that in him. If you make fun of him, and you're supposed to be his friend or whatever, you must never make fun of him for all the stupid shit he does, all the fucking weird shit he does.
You gotta imagine, your friends are supposed to be funny when you do dumb shit, though.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's the fucking point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's part of the fun.
Like that's how you learn. That's how they keep you in line.
Yeah.
Like, you keep each other in line. Yeah. Like, you don't...
Yeah, and that's the problem. And again, that's a big reason why Ralph keeps doing the same, like, doesn't learn from anything. Because he's just somehow transfers the responsibility to the people making fun of him, I guess. Like, it's their fault. He did the stupid shit he does. Yeah, so again, yeah, both of those two, Ralph and Scarlett, they're kind of perfect for each other. Like, I hope they stay together forever until one of them kills the other or whatever ends up happening. Because then there's not two other people that are suffering by dating those two.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, but it is a pretty large consensus that it's going to most likely end with a murder-suicide.
Ha! Clearly that's the best possible option.
Yeah. Well, it's the most likely one, and the best option as well. Yeah. Yeah, no, I believe, and again, I'm not a big fan of saying this about anybody, but the world would be a better place with those two no longer on it. Both of them, again, just use people and...
I've definitely said that about people before on many occasions. I have no issue saying that.
Yeah. I like to be a little, I don't like to throw it out there that much. But there are people like them, Hassan, and fucking, you know, they're of destiny. There are definitely people that I strongly feel that way about.
Yeah, that should take a silver slide down to the fun land of room temperature, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just blaming, dude. And apparently he's just saying it's shitty, like an extended stay hotel or something there in a place called Merida in Mexico. And I'm like, it's so funny that is the exact same letters that you use to spell mierda, which is shit in Spanish.
Huh, crazy.
So I'm trying to get that going. Like, hey, if you're going to mention cities, please call it mierda. Don't call it mierda. Call it shit. Even though, again, everybody just says caca. Like, I don't think I've even heard can actually say mierda. It's almost always, you get caca.
Caca.
But technically, that is the official. Yeah,
caca is the official name.
Again, the commonly used one, but the actual word is mierda. You're learning Spanish today. I'm assuming,
valuable language
of course,
skills that I needed for sure.
You know how the official term for poop in Spanish, or you may have already known that. I don't know.
Oh, let's see, Starbucks. That was kind of funny. The Starbucks fucking union thing. I tend totally to want to favor unions, but like the shit they were whining about was dumb.
Yeah, it really was.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, you have to wear uniforms, and you're complaining about uniforms? It's just part of working a job, asshole. Like, I'm sorry, that's just normal. Like, every job I've ever had has had a dress code or a union, or a uniform, I should say, not a union. Has had like some sort of dress code or like uniform to wear. It's like why else are they paying you? You know? It's like you're working at a Safeway. It's like if I'm not wearing that stupid apron and like black pants, white shirt, then none of the customers are going to know who I am to go ask me for shit. And then I'm just an asshole wandering around the fucking store. Like, I'm not fucking doing anything for them. You know, like, there's no benefit to them. Why would they pay me for that?
Right.
I get paid because fucking, you know, they know I'm gonna, be there to help out the customers. The customers are gonna know who I am, and I'm like fucking cleaning the store and all that shit. Oh wait, you're talking to the dog. You said you're gonna be right back, and I was like, oh, you gotta go like to the bathroom or something. Go for it.
Yeah, no, the pupper.
Making sure the puppers knows where you're at.
Yes, I want him to be upset.
Fair enough. One of the other ones was like schedule consistency, and I'm like, but you work at a coffee shop. Like, you knew, like, because a lot of those places will tell you ahead of time before you start there, like, hey, you know, you're gonna get, you're gonna get like the schedule, this, that, or the other.
Yeah, whatever amount of hours.
Like, these are the hours we work, but we can't guarantee that it's gonna stay this, that, or the other thing. You know, it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's retail, dude.
Yeah, and so it's like. Retail. Yeah, it's like when you're working retail, you know you're going to be working whatever hours they need you. Because, you know, some days are busier than others. And
yeah, I've never had any of the retail jobs I've worked at, I've never had a set schedule. I never had a set schedule. I had to work, like the call center is the only time set schedule.
Yeah. Fucking people are weird, man.
So yeah, they're so obnoxious that you're on the management side, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, they're doing the impossible. Making management of a giant corporation sympathetic.
Yep.
Congratulations, Starbucks workers. You fucking suck.
Apparently there were some some furries and stuff at a bunch of their fucking
I saw that, but at that point I was kind of half-lipped. I I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't want to know.
Oh,
I did not want to know what was up with that. Oh, God. But you can talk about it. I'm fine with hearing you.
No, I just thought it was funny that they had
about.
like furries at their fucking like what a way to get people not to be interested in supporting you. Like, wow. I wasn't gonna go into any more details on that one if that was what you were worried about. I didn't have any more information on that. It was just like that's just not a thing most people are interested in, and like it makes people uncomfortable. Like how could you possibly think that was such a great idea to do it? Your fucking
why'd you put that in there? Why the hell they would?
Like, or what do you call it? The strikes when you're having your strikes. It's like, why would you want off-putting things for your strike? That seems silly.
Like, yeah, everyone except furries kind of hates furries. Why would you do that?
And it's unfortunate because there's, like furries are like any other group of people. Some of them are some of them are good, some of them bad, some of them are freaks, It's like...
Yeah, I feel like there's a higher percentage.
Oh, there's a higher percentage for sure of freaks and furries. Yeah, no.
But I do concede. I'm sure there's some fine furries out there somewhere.
I've met a couple that are decent, in VR chat. And it's like they're polite and reasonable, and they're not like they're conservative even. So it's like, wow, not sure how that worked out, but
Like, wow, you do exist. I feel like I just spotted a unicorn. A relatively normal fur.
Yeah. They're all lunatics.
Yeah. Yeah, they're obviously fucked up in some way.
Oh,
you know a group that you think were awful that are actually mostly decent are juggalos.
Oh, God. Well, one of the things
apparently.
Oh, really?
Apparently
so maybe juggalos did the same thing that the furries did. Because there was like, those like awful fucking events that have happened with juggalos and stuff. And there's awful events that happened with the furries, like the hotel and all that stuff. I think what happened was a bunch of people in the community were like, hey, yeah, we're into this weird sex shit, but like, that's crossing way too many lines and you're fucking us all over by being freaks and screwing, like doing all this screwy shit. So they had basically like a big cleanse at one point is what happened with the furries. There was like a couple of years where they were like, all right, let's find the pedophiles and fucking get them out of here and get them in jail. Let's get rid of anybody that's selling drugs. Let's get they basically just cleaned house. Yeah. And so
all the criminal and degenerate elements get them
as much as they could possibly do it, and change the rules of a lot of what goes on so that it's really, really difficult for those degenerates to get back into any kind of control or prominence. So I wonder if the juggalos did the same thing. Because there used to be a lot of real fucked up stuff juggalos did. And if it turns out that they're nice now because they had a purge, it's like, hey, all right, I can take that.
That does appear to be the case. They self-police their fandoms.
Like, because, I don't have anything against Insane Clown Posse other than the one guy. I think it's creepy. He does the furry stuff with his daughter just because it's like...
Yeah.
It's one thing to accept your kids, like, weird sex stuff and be like, all right, whatever you gotta do, get off, kid, it's all right. Like, no problem, that makes sense. But, like, actively join in it, it's a little weird to me.
Yeah, that's a little
like,
more
my kid likes sucking dick, so I decided to suck dick, too. That's strange.
Yeah, that's definitely... you don't need to go above and beyond like that for your kids, dude. You really shouldn't. You really, really shouldn't.
Really, really shouldn't ever. But, it's a little weird.
Yeah, I remember that when he, they got ripped off on the furry suit or something. Went on it in videos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you're
I
doing
paid a
like
bunch
all
of-
that stuff online, purchasing crafts, whether it be like fursuits or costumes for whatever like cosplay you're doing or whatever. Like if you're dressed as Deadpool or something. When it comes to any of that custom craft work online, there's so many people that will steal your money and fucking run. You gotta be
Yeah, it's
really,
very
really
hit and
careful
miss,
and do your
man.
research on who you're buying stuff from and how you're paying and when you're paying, and they got to do the same with their customers too, because there's a lot of people who will be like, "Oh yeah, I'll buy that, but I pay you after I get it," then never pay up.
Right. Yep. All kinds of fucked up shenanigans. Look at that out there. I don't think you want to go out there.
Hell, I'm sure
Way too
fucking
hot.
Samaj just dealt with any number of people that just fucking ripped him off, you know?
Right. Yeah, I can definitely, especially early. I can imagine he was naive and ripped off a few times. He's too nice.
Yep.
Or at least probably was at one point. I assume by now he knows get the shit up front, or at least a good chunk of it up front.
Yeah, I think the general rule is like half or cost up front. So like, if
Just
like
going out
you're
front,
paying
dude.
for like a costume part to be made, like you should expect to be paying at least 50% or maybe more if the materials cost more. You should be paying for the materials up front.
Yeah. The
Kind of
more
like if you're
custom it
hiring a
is.
good contractor to work on your house. You know, it's like you absolutely should be paying for the materials up front.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, and again, the more customized, unique you're making your shit, the more percentage you're probably going to be paying up. You know what I mean? Like if it's something that you're going to have
Yeah.
if the person reneges, you're like I got to make sure I'm not, at least not losing money if they back out.
Oh yeah. There was a bunch of other shit there too. Let me let's take a look here. Oh, another Ponzi scheme happened. Fucking crypto Ponzi scheme. What a surprise. $330 million theft altogether. Guy looks like he's going to be doing 30 years in prison. But I didn't really look that deeply into that one. That was just like, oh no, what a shock.
Yeah, I didn't see that much of that one either. But yeah, good. If any of those fucking people are going to jail.
Well, and it's just such a fucking repetitive thing you keep hearing happening. You know, it's like every fucking day it's another fucking theft, you know?
Yeah. I definitely want to hear like Logan Paul gets her. Even though, again, it is very difficult to feel sorry for anyone that's still getting ripped off by Logan Paul at this point. You still want him to be fucking held accountable for his scam.
Page 1.
Double stick?
Walk the dog.
Double stick, huh? All right. I told you it was hot out there. I told you.
So I do not know much about that walk the dog letter.
Yeah, that's the most damning piece of evidence. So yeah, even more than the closing arguments and shit. Although he definitely goes through that because it is, again, damning piece of evidence. It's essentially her. It was a note that she planned to get to her mom somehow, probably passing it. Because I think they read anything that you try to mail in and out, even if you're not in actual prison. So I assume she was going to try to hand it off to her when she visited her or something.
I would just assume anything you mail through, like a prison of any kind, is just definitely going to get read. Like, I would immediately make that assumption. Like, I don't know, like, why would you just send that? Okay.
Yeah, so I think so. It's like, again, it's kind of coded, but it's very obvious that she did not expect anybody. That she thought it was pretty low odds of anybody seeing it, because again, everybody's stupid in her mind.
Yeah,
But it's pretty obvious that she's telling, like, hey, mom, tell my brother do this, because remember they had this conversation that he never talked to me about, but that I know about. You know what I mean? Like, it was so obvious she was making shit up and telling what, trying to convey to her brother what he should be saying. Yeah, so it's fucking nuts, dude. It's just like, I don't know how this bitch really thought she was going to get away with this shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, very satisfying. She was found guilty. Yeah, the only one I wasn't sure on, because again, there's 5 charges. There was obviously the murder. There was the attempted murder on Valentine's Day, when she had picked up like a sandwich from some restaurant or whatever, and apparently spiked that with whatever she spiked it with,
like bleach or something.
And then no, I think it was also fentanyl, but maybe not. But something.
Oh no, I was thinking of the lady who did the coffee. My bad. There was a lady who tried to kill her husband. He didn't end up dying though. Like he fucking let her go to jail.
Right, yeah.
But there was a lady who kept putting bleach in her husband's coffee machine, and he was just like, "You know, I can fucking smell the bleach, right?" Like, and she just kept going and trying to kill him, and eventually, like, got the police involved and had her sent to prison.
Yeah, that was the crazy thing, is he was suspicious of her after the sandwich thing on Valentine's Day, and still stayed with her. Yeah. And still was like, sure, I'll take this shot of alcohol that you're giving to me. And yeah. So yeah, it's fucked up, because he seems like a really decent dude. I seem to love this guy. And again, she just had she was in a crazy amount of debt, like insane amounts of debt, and had fucking done shit like he had to make a mason that was making like almost $1 million a year, like $700,000-800,000 a year, and had his house completely paid off. She forged signatures to get like $250,000 home equity line of credit on the house that she didn't own at all. Like, again, before they even got married, they had like a prenup. It's like, yeah, this is my stuff, this is your stuff. And she had no interest in the fucking home. She forged his signatures and got that fucking $250,000 to pay off the debt on all the shit that she fucked up and trying to flip houses.
Wow.
Yeah. So again, all that shit was coming down on her very hard. So again,
and then the immediate
pretty obvious
response to that was, "Why? I gotta kill my husband for the insurance money."
Yep.
What a
because he had millions of dollars worth of
air.
Yeah, and she actually even took out again another forgery of insurance, and because again, he already had a few million, or at least 4 or 5 million maybe. I think he had two $2 million policies already, life insurance. And she actually took out another one like a couple months before she killed him. And
see, this is why the insurance policy that I have is only payable to my sister, and she has no idea.
Yeah, that's that's the other funny thing is she after the he was kind of tired of her shit, because she kept again running up money on the cards,
stealing
credit
money,
cards,
essentially.
Yeah. So when he found out about the home equity line of credit, he actually changed his will without telling her, and basically made sure everything was going to go into a trust for his sons, and his sister was the executor or whatever, and not Corey, and not his wife. She didn't know that. Yeah, she was expecting to get a lot more.
Oh, she was expecting to get a lot more than she got. I imagine.
Yeah.
I know for me, like I was, mine is through the company. It's a requirement because of the work that I do, it's required for them to give $50,000 insurance policy. So, like, that's just always there.
Yeah, most
But I was just
most
figured,
jobs.
as long as my sister doesn't know it's there, I'm not that I'd ever worry about my sister trying to kill me because I can't imagine why. But
Right.
Like she doesn't know it's there, nobody else knows it's there, but it pays out to her on my death. It's like I think my mom knows. That's it.
Right. But yeah, and the other thing, like, she had this house that she wanted to close on. It was some kind of mansion type thing that I guess never actually got finished. But she was trying to close on that, and again, Eric was absolutely against it. So she was doing shit like taking all the invoices and all the fucking financial shit from his business, and then just putting her name on the top, like she was part of it.
Oh,
and
no.
submitting that, and submitting that to the financial institutions.
Oh no!
So
no,
there's
no.
like yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. She was doing all kinds of squirrely shit, and
yeah, that'd be very concerning.
Yeah. So basically, okay. So for this trial that just, she was found guilty for everything. There was the murder, the attempted murder, then 2 fraud charges and 1 forgery charge. Again, she was found guilty on all 5 of them. There's 27 other pending charges for all the other shit she had been doing. That's going to be held in a separate trial.
Damn.
27 more. Just financial charges, just fraud and forgery and shit.
That's insane.
Yeah, so even if she gets off on, somehow gets out of the murder or any of she just got found guilty for, she's not likely to get out of the fucking other shit.
Wow.
Yeah, at first I was like, I don't know why they'd bother. Yeah, somebody kind of reminded me, like, through that trial. They're going to go through with that just in case she gets off on all that other shit. Like, if she somehow gets the appellate court to throw out the convictions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so anyway, so this she had these huge plans for this place that she was going to close on. Eric was the guy that her husband that killed, was dead set against it. Because again, she had like 10 other properties that she was upside down on or underwater on that she was fucking just not going to make money on. She'd taken out what are essentially like really high level fucking payday loans, where basically like you don't really have to pay anything for like 6 months. So they give you like, you'll have time to renovate the place and sell it, like that kind of situation. But she had a bunch of those that were coming due. And but anyway, she managed to close on this $2.3 million place, and that Eric was dead set against. Literally closed on it the day after he died, the day after she killed him.
Wow.
Yeah, and then again, after she found out that she was not the beneficiary or she was not in charge of the trust or any of that shit, she fucking lost her mind. She tried to bring in a locksmith guy to break into the safe because she didn't have the passcode. Because again, only like her dad, only like Eric's dad had. Obviously, Eric would have had it.
Careful.
Yeah, yeah, no, he was going to straight up break into it.
What I'm saying is, like, I'm sure she hired the guy, and I'm sure he went in there and said, like, where's your documentation that you own this, and that you have
right? Yeah, I think I don't know if he was actually set to do it, but yeah, the sister showed up. The sister that's in charge
I'm
of
saying
the
before
trust.
He would have even opened his fucking toolbox. He would have said, like,
you would hope so.
Yeah. No. I mean, that's just the standard rules. I've watched him on like YouTube before, like different kind of locksmiths opening safes. It's cool to watch. By the way, it's crazy how rarely it involves anything other than calling a phone number and just reading off a serial number and getting a code.
Right.
Because they have like the accreditation to like get that from the company that makes the safe. But like once in a while they gotta like drill shit out, and it's kind of fun to watch. But yeah, no, the first thing they always check is, I need documentation that you own this safe, And
yeah.
and
Why don't you
right
have
to
the
whatever's
password?
inside here. Like, there's no
Yeah,
no
because
funny
it's very
business going on
suspicious.
here.
It's very suspicious that you don't have the code.
Well, and because it's a lot of
To
the
begin
times
with.
it's people who, dad passed away and I don't know how to get in, and or mom passed
Right,
away and I
right.
don't know how to get in, and we need to, like, we know she has
Yeah.
jewelry in here and we have to disperse it to the people that it's in the will to, but we can't get in, so we need you to come and open it up for us. And they'll have all the documents with them and be like, here's the documents that my mom owned it, here's her certificate of death, here's the will. Like, here you can see that we have all the legal documentation to get in here. And then they'll do it, but they won't fuck around usually. At least as far as everyone's I've ever seen, they won't fuck around. Because the last thing you want to do is, fuck that up and then not be able to do all the easy work. Because then the safe companies won't give you the phone number or won't give you the codes or any of that kind of shit, and you're out of luck.
Yeah. So basically the sister showed up. My dad. And asked for the code. I mean, obviously, you know why. But dude, she fucking ended up like trying to punch out the sister. And again, this was like 2 or 3 days after her husband died. After this girl's brother
she had all those
died.
fucking debts to pay, and she was like, "Shit, where's the money?"
Yeah.
I thought this was going to work out in my favor, and I'd be able to pay all my people off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is another real what a psychopath moment. But she wrote a children's book about how kids deal with grief from a dead parent. Yeah.
Ew.
Well, she didn't write it. She hired a ghostwriter to write it.
Gross.
Then obviously she was cheating on him with some handyman who testified against her. Or didn't want to, I guess, but did. So yeah, that was fucked up because like the Valentine's Day sandwich and like poisoned him or whatever. Like she was telling him, "Oh yeah, no, I'm over here closing some business deal shit," and she was again spending the day with her fucking secret lover the whole fucking time. Which is, I assume, because I thought that one was kind of iffy.
Yeah, I've heard.
I thought she might.
Like, they'll lead you on, but they'll go and they'll be on dates with other guys and shit while they're leading you on. Oh, that's the fucking how terrible to think that.
Yeah.
He thought he was married to this chick.
Yeah, he thought this bitch actually loved him, and again, she obviously, was only with him for his fucking money or whatever. Yeah, or just again, not even that,
I was thinking
he was more valuable to he became more valuable to her dead than alive, and for a psychopath, that is going to end with your death probably, or attempted death.
Yeah, I always think people underestimate how awful it is to try to date and have relationships if you're very well off.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
it's impossible to know.
You really don't know if people actually like you or if they're just cozying up for your money. It's like,
exactly.
You're never gonna know.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, like if I won, I would find some place to move to, and I would like make up some kind of cover story where, like, I want a little bit of money. I had a little bit of money saved up. Just I have enough to kind of live on, and that's about it. And just not let anyone know, that I might have billions of millions of billions of dollars.
Well, there was Crazy Rich Asians or whatever. We're watching a movie, and it's like a silly rom-com movie or whatever that somebody wanted to watch in the group, and so I was like, oh, I'm hanging out in the Discord. I might as well watch the movie, whatever. Can't hurt me. And they were all kind of confused as to why, he would not want to be known as like the wealthy guy when he was starting to date this girl. Like in the movie, everybody in the chat was like, "Well, yeah, obviously," You don't want to just fucking have some money grubber fucking coming after your money. But that's because most of the people in that Discord are Asians, so they're used to dealing with money.
Right. God damn.
But yeah, it was one of those things where it's like it was a rare occasion when you're with a group of people who are all like, "Oh yeah, no, that makes perfect sense." You know. You don't know what they really mean if you fucking. Man, he chose poorly. Feel bad for that guy.
Unfortunately,
the really sad thing is that he ended up dying. Like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like a lot of the time the people survive. Like they figure it out before the murder is actually attempted. Or, you know, and because they're like asking for other people to do it or something, but it's like such a shame.
And he kind of did. But I think even he did not think that he, like, I think he still just wanted to believe. I don't know what he wanted to believe, but he definitely thought she might have tried to poison
the woman you were with her because she genuinely loved and cared for you.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, because he literally again thought she tried to poison him. That's why I don't understand why he would have. I guess in his mind, probably the Mormon mentality too of not wanting to break up the family or something. But yeah, I'm like, how can you think that she poisoned you? Like, I get that you don't know, but if you even think that, you gotta get the fuck out. You know?
Yeah.
That's what kind of blows my mind. Is how do you not just, again, even if you're not 100% sure, you gotta get the fuck out, just in case, man. And
if you've already been poisoned by something, I would immediately be like done with everybody in my circle of friends that was anywhere near me at the time.
Yeah, and again, I get that he could not like be 100. You know what I mean? It could have just been a bad sandwich. You know what I mean? That does happen. Food poisoning definitely happens.
Yeah.
So I kind of get that, but
didn't they figure out
I don't even know
fentanyl sandwich prior to that though? Like it was not like food poisoning. The first time, didn't he know it was poison? It was like it's not who.
Well, he didn't know. That's what I'm saying. There was the one on Valentine's Day where he got really sick and like broke out in hives and shit. And then like a month later, he got killed.
Oh.
It was about a month before that. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. The one with the sandwich where she dropped the sandwich off and he got violently ill shortly after he ate the sandwich. He thought she had poisoned him, or he definitely thought it was a possibility.
I think if I even thought it was a possibility, I'd be fucking out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. That's why I'm saying maybe it's the Mormon thing of not wanting to break up the family. Like he thought he had to give her.
Fucking
he had to fall on that side.
Weird one though, because there's so many times that like so many Mormons will just ignore their own fucking religion and their own religious issues.
Right. Yeah. So basically, and again, I thought she wasn't trying to kill him, that it was either a practice run or she just wanted to make him sick so she didn't have to be around him and she could spend Valentine's Day with her lover. So I was iffy on whether they'd get a conviction on that one because there was somewhat of a doubt if she was actually trying to kill him. And although she would be stupid enough, like if she was trying to kill him, it would be incredibly stupid to be, again, knowing that your phone data is going to put you and your lover in the same spot the whole fucking night. But she is dumb enough to do something like that and not realize, again, that not everyone is fucking stupid. The authorities generally aren't stupid when it comes to shit like that. So again, I thought that might have been just, again, I just want to spend the night with my lover, so I'm going to make my husband sick so I have I don't have to be around them.
Yeah, gnarly.
Yeah. Either way, it's bad. I think of some of the other fucked up shit. Yeah. She even went on like one of the local shows to talk about her book. She's like, yeah, no, I looked it up, and there were no kids' books about dealing with the grief of like a parent, which is highly doubtful to begin with.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no fucking way nobody thought to write a children's book about a parent that died when kids were young. There's no way that's true.
No, it doesn't make
So
any
that was
sense.
pretty fucking silly. Yeah, I think somebody had commented something along the lines of, yeah, well, now she can write a second one about, like having one parent die and then the other one in prison for killing him. That might be a first. If she wants to write about a kid's book about dealing with the grief of that might be a first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, I don't know, there's somebody who was like, oh, this is very satisfying that she found guilty. And there's one person that was like, I don't know, maybe satisfying for a little bit, but I don't know. If she was found not guilty, we'd remember way more. It's like, and then they brought up the O.J. Simpson trial. And it's like, if O.J. was found guilty, nobody would even remember him, right?
Yeah, they would.
And I had to be like, I literally commented.
And the fucking like glove shit.
Yeah. Well, even beyond that, he was one of the most famous athletes on the fucking planet for like over a decade.
Yeah.
He was fairly well known, even worldwide, as an actor after his football career.
Plus, he was an actor in a lot of movies.
That's what I just said.
He was in the Naked Gun series as well. I mean, like he was. Like, his life was really fucking good. Like, he had a lot to lose, and he lost it all.
Yeah, no, that's why I responded to that comment. I even put don't know who O.J. Simpson is, do you?
Yeah.
Because, again, it wasn't the fact that some random guy killed his wife. It was because it was O.J. Simpson that was on trial for it.
Yeah.
Because he was already really
that there was just
famous.
some random guy in a car chase down the fucking road.
Yeah. No, this person
being chased down the fucking road in a Ford Explorer.
Yeah, this person literally said, yeah, if he had been found guilty, nobody would even.
Nah, dude,
I'm like, wow, that's an exceptional.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was.
You don't get to see like
one of the most
mega stars like chased by the police every day and accused of killing their spouse. Like,
yeah. So I don't know if this person is very.
Jesus, like.
Yeah, I got to pull that up because it was so fucking weird. Oh yeah, take a quick. Where the fuck was this shit? God damn it! It wasn't that long ago. But yeah, I was just like, wow, you have no idea. All right, here was some. Where are you? Yeah, I'll read the entire comment. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the original comment was, I watched the jury announce a verdict. It was satisfying me. And this person responded by saying, to me it wasn't. Sure, you might get a short burst of instant gratification, but in a month you won't even remember her name. But if she was found not guilty, this trial would be more memorable. Plus, she would write books that we can all discuss, and the drama content would be doing its thing. The only reason we remember the Simpson trial is because he was ruled not guilty. If he was found guilty, we wouldn't even know who he is. Plus, I think there was plenty of reasonable doubt, but her lawyers were repulsive. If I was on the jury, I would think...
He did not know anything about O.J. Simpson. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, that's why I commented. Here, I'll fucking... That's where I responded with, "You don't know who O.J. Simpson is, do you?"
It kind of makes me think of that guy. What was the guy that was like, no matter what, everything is always safe and good. Like he couldn't. Like I pointed out that there's like occasionally like bad stuff in grocery stores that you got to avoid, like food wise. And he was like, "No, it's all safe to eat. You're wrong."
What?
Yeah, it was like a weird one.
Holy shit.
But it's like that same level of dumb where you're just like, you just don't know what you're talking about, do you? Like, you're just like clearly.
Yeah, you just don't know how the world works.
Yeah.
Like, how could you think that? Like, what you're saying, it's literally. I was.
I find that to be the case a lot with communists. That's another group of people where I've had that conversation, and you're like, you just have no idea how people work, do you? Where you're like, you try to explain, like, oh, hey, like the problem with communism is that, if you're making 20 widgets a day and your buddy's making 30 widgets a day, why would your buddy continue to make 30 widgets a day if he's only getting paid for 20? Because you're all getting paid the exact same, like you're all being, regardless of how much work you're going to do the minimum necessary to get what you want.
No, there's plenty wrong with the communism. Again, the other thing is, like, capitalism breeds innovation. It breeds making shit more efficient, making it cheaper to manufacture, all that kind of shit. When you don't have competition, you know what I mean? If it's just the government making everything.
No matter what you did, you were always going to come home with the same sized paycheck.
Well, not even that, but just the product itself.
Go and do overtime? Why would you ever go and come up with new things to sell? Because somebody else is going to get all the money for it anyway. You're not going to get any of the profit.
Yeah, there's no real incentive to the product itself either, or make it the best possible product. Yeah. You're going to make it functional, and that's all you're going to really care about. You're not going to care about whether it.
Where I work in the group home, like there's people keep telling me about this house laundry shit. I'm like, it's not on my fucking checklist. You guys got me like. You gave me some stupid checklist and that's my whole job? Fine, then that's my whole job. I don't get paid more or less if I do the house laundry. It's not on my checklist. I'm not touching it. If we're gonna do micromanagement and I'm only gonna get paid, and I'm not gonna. There's no way for me to earn a raise. No way for me to get a bonus. Right. So why would I go out of my way to do anything other than what's explicitly told me to do?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's kind of similar to the malicious compliance thing. Like, nope, we're going to do exactly what the job says and no more.
Well, that's how you deal with micromanagement.
But also no more.
That's how you deal with micromanagement. Because my job used to be like walk around the house and make sure everything's safe and the clients are in their rooms and go to bed. And now they're like, oh, you got to mop these floors and empty these trashes, which I don't. I don't do that either. But, like, it's like... like
I check off that I do. Fuck them.
Oh yeah.
Prove I didn't. Yeah, I gotcha.
Worst case, I'll empty one trash into like another trash, and they'll just never know. Because the rule is like half trash. If the trash is only half full, don't worry about it.
Right.
And so it's like
and then again, you just kind of dump them all into one. You're like, must have missed that one. Shucks.
Oh, see, but that's the thing.
Darn.
You just like, I just to make sure. Here's what I do, and you'd love it. I always make sure my boss's trash is empty.
Nice.
I'll usually dump it into into the regular trash because it's like a really small trash can. But that's the only one I ever make sure is empty. That one in the bathroom trash. But it's super easy because the bathroom trash is all like what do you call it? Fucking like paper towels, like those brown little paper towel things. Yeah. And so they come apart real easy.
Tissues maybe. Yeah.
And so there's nothing to worry about there. So I just make sure that like you can just push that down, just grab another like couple clean paper towels, and then push it down, and they're easy to make that less than half full on any given day. And then my boss's trash, I'll just dump into the other 2 trash cans in the office when they're like mostly empty anyway, and just like don't have to worry about it. No, it's like no one's gonna go digging through the garbage to see if I did it right or not. And I figure, like it wasn't my job before, it's not gonna be my job now. Like you didn't start paying me more to start doing all this extra shit. Like I get paid less than everybody else that works there for a reason, so fuck off, right? You know what I mean? They can fuck off. As far as mopping the floors, the clients do that every day. Like, they mop all the floors and sweep all the floors. I'll empty the dishwasher if the dishwasher is not emptied. But that's like 5 minutes, and it's not really, like, asking a whole lot.
Oh, shit. I almost forgot. Okay, so the comment I just posted, that I was talking about, the one I read.
Yeah.
Okay, I responded with, again, you don't know who Simpson is, do you? Right? Okay. Someone replied to my comment, and I don't know if they actually were just applying to the other guys and accidentally replied to me or something, but okay. This is, again, that one about you Simpson is. I'm going to read you what this other person replied to that. He says, if it wasn't for Robert Kardashian's law firm to find Orenthal J. Simpson not guilty, we'd never have the daily dose of Kardashian. And if Simpson wasn't guilty, why the heck would he write a book titled If I Did It? And then even Vincent Bugliosi, who prosecuted Charles Manson, had said, if I was the prosecutor, Simpson would have been found guilty. It doesn't really make sense, even if he's not, even if he's responding to the guy that mentioned O.J. Simpson that doesn't know who he is.
It's like, it's related because O.J. Simpson's name is there.
That's got to be an AI
essentially
comment.
Just spouting off nonsense that has nothing to do with what you're talking about. And that does sound like AI.
Yeah, he's got 4 numbers at the end of his name.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't think of that until just now. I should have realized
because
that.
I've had comments like that where people just say shit and you're like, and?
It has nothing to do with what I said.
Not only does it have nothing to do with what I said, but like it's just totally unrelated to anything anyone's talking about.
Yeah.
And you're like, why did you bring that up? That has nothing to do with what anybody's saying. Like, why are you?
Right.
Oh, you're just a fucking AI computer bot or something.
Yeah. I replied to him. I'm like, hey, did you accidentally reply to mine? Meant to reply to OP or someone else? I have not heard back from them yet.
Oh yeah. Usually they don't.
That was yeah, it's got to be a fucking AI thing. All right, yeah, I keep forgetting. If it's 4 or 5 numbers at the end of the name, it's almost always AI.
Well, there's all these different AIs that are out there.
Yeah, they're definitely getting more and more sophisticated.
Well, there's people that are both boosting their numbers, and there's people that are like trying to foster discord, just like in general public, like they want people fighting with each other and stuff.
Right. Indeed, they just want engagement.
So there's like a lot of. Well, I mean, I there's AI being used right now from like China and places like that where they're just trying to like get people like into fights with each other.
Yeah.
I think that's a big problem right now.
Mm-hmm. I'll put that here. It's not really a golden retriever and things. Animal related. But things trapped in amber always fascinate me. This was an extinct ant that had these giant fucking jaws, dude.
Like Jurassic Park, but for real.
Right. Yeah. It's a short from Mini Minuteman. Yeah, you know how most ants nowadays, they're like side to side? Yeah, these were up and down like a normal like person's jaw or most mammals' jaws.
Oh, okay.
Two giant fucking, yeah, it's fucking crazy. And it's like, there's one where one of these ant wasp things, because they're ants with wings, they're clearly ants. Like they're, you know what I mean? They're segmented like ants, but they're not quite. Yeah, obviously the predecessors for wasps too. Yeah, I got trapped. One of them got trapped while it was happened to be like attacking like a baby cockroach. They both just got caught in amber at the same time.
Oh, that's.
And I'm looking at it,
scary.
and I'm like, wow, this cockroach, the baby cockroach, looks like it has way more mass. So I'm like, wow, these things must have been pretty badass to be like that thin and kind of skinny, and to be able to take on things that were way more massive than them. Although again, ants are pretty famous for, you know, being able to lift and shit way heavier than they are. So
True.
I don't know, it's a short. You know, if you're bored enough, it's like a minute long.
Oh, I love little things about like bugs and shit like that. No, for sure, I'll check it out.
Yeah. So this was from like 15 million years ago. I got trapped in this amber. Yeah, that's fucking badass. But obviously, it's way better than, you know, a rock fossil or whatever, because they're again essentially trapped as they are, and they're kind of preserved forever. I don't think I've ever come across amber like in the wild.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen amber anywhere. Have you?
Like in like a store setting?
Like in a forest? No. Like in a forest or something.
Oh, no, not out like in the open. No, the only thing I can think of is like, you know, those like fucking roadside places where you go and you're like,
yeah, oh yeah.
And you pick up gems or whatever. Like you see amber and you're like, oh, it looks so pretty, but it's super like common, like so it's not really valuable.
Right. But yeah, it looks fucking badass.
Yeah.
But yeah. Apparently, there's been like just millions of, especially insects and shit that get caught in that.
I got.
Obviously, dinosaurs are
pissed like a racehorse. And we got 10 minutes.
You want to just call it?
I was gonna say let's just call it because I really gotta pee.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Yeah, everybody out there.